Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday, August the 13th. To all across the Delaware Valley, live from the Xfinity studio. That's right. This is the Anthony Gargano Show, brought to you by the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. So lots to get to today. It's going to be a fun show because one of our favorites is stopping by today. The Scout. Yeah, Charlie. So at the end of the show yesterday, he texted me, Anthony, I want to talk Phillies. Like, that's me. That means him. I want to come on the show and talk baseball. He just loves talking ball. He's the greatest. So we will talk to the Skip at 10 o'clock. So looking forward to that. The Geek will stop by at 10:30 to get you ready for your fantasy draft. Eagles kick off joint practices with the Browns today. Sheduer in town. Browns. They're in fact, everybody, my man Tony the ref was driving by right around in Center City and saying, I think the Browns are here. I see all the buses lined up on Broad Street. Yes, so we'll have joint practices today, tomorrow. EJ Smith, our own PHLY Birds writer, Insider, will join us as we get ready for your joint practice today. It's a big day. Big week for the Eagles because it's a good work week. You get a lot of work in this week. The two practices and then the game on Saturday. I want to start with the Eagles, and I want to start with Jeffrey Lurie and lauding Jeffrey Lurie. You go, well, why? You know, he is one of the greatest owners in the history of the NFL. Now, again, nobody's wearing a jersey of the billionaire. All right? So we understand that. But can I just say God bless Jeff Lurie? Because the flip side is Jerry Jones. And the flip side is your owner who craves drama. Yes, I want you to listen to Jerry Jones talking about how drama, soap opera, is good.
I do believe if we're not being looked at, then I'll do my part to get us looked at. The Cowboys are a soap opera 365 days.
The stream will begin
When it gets slow,
momentarily.
I'll stir it up.
Please take your seats.
And so it's wonderful to have the great athletes, have the great players, but there's something more there. There's sizzle, there's emotion, and if you will, there's controversy. That controversy is good stuff in terms of keeping and having people's attention.
There's your owner! And let me just tell you, that is awesome. The Cowboys are a mess because that man wants drama. That man loves the soap opera. Now, he's not wrong. It sells. But here's the truth. The truth is, if you don't win that drama he's talking about, you become a clown show. You become a circus act. I hate the Cowboys. We grew up in this town fighting against our own who became Cowboy fans. There's a segment, and it goes back, right? And it has haunted us, not so much to today because they have been irrelevant for so long, but there has been a large population of Philadelphians who have been Cowboy fans. And for the longest period, and there's a whole generation that does not know this, but the Eagles were the mock. The Eagles were the butt of the joke. The Eagles were the woebegone franchise. And it wasn't cool to be an Eagles fan. In fact, you were like looked at as corny if you were an Eagle fan growing up. Everybody was like, who's like the Dolphins? Who liked the Rams? Everybody liked the Cowboys. But if you were an Eagles fan, You were corny. They stink. That was a truism growing up in this town. Now, when the Cowboys were good, they had two dynasties. You had the Staubach, Dorsett, Drew Pearson, Too Tall Jones, that group. And then you had the Aikman, Emmett, Irvin group. And for all that period of time, they were great. Like, that was off of the whole, more than the first half of my life. They were great. Like, they were the Cowboys. And you're going, wow, they were America's team. I remember being jealous. Oh, the Cowboys this, the Cowboys that. When you're listening to Jerry Jones, that's why they're no longer a dynasty, America's team. They're just a clown show. They're just a circus act. And they're irrelevant because he invites the drama. You're only interesting if you win. Do you think the Chiefs are interesting? Like, would there be a Chiefs kingdom if they didn't win? Of course not. Right? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, the whole thing, Andy, Patrick Mahomes, like, because they're great and win, they get the attention. It's not because there's drama. Patrick Mahomes has no drama. It's because they win. And I love the fact that the Cowboys have lost their way thanks to their owner, who just is in search of clicks. It's incredible. So much so that Denzel Washington, though he's got poor taste in teams, the great actor went after Jerry.
Makes no sense, guys. But you know this.
There's box office and there's Oscars. Jerry, been a while, huh? You ain't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Ooh. Wow.
Wouldn't been to the show, you wouldn't know.
Uh-oh.
Haven't been to the show, so you wouldn't know what it is to win.
I don't need to add.
I feel like we could.
Oh.
And I love
On
the
first
Cowboys.
take.
I love the Cowboys.
With Spike.
I really love them. This is the way I feel, the way I feel. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the movie.
And I wanted to get back to the movie.
Thanks, Stephen A. On first take. That was Denzel Washington. Now, I don't know why he's a Cowboys fan. He's from New York. But VG, this is what the Cowboys have turned into.
Dude, I love
it. And I love it. And Jeff Lurie,
you're
the man, Jeff.
Yes. Jerry Jones is basically saying, we are so inept at football operations, I got to act like a stooge, or I am a stooge, so you all keep talking about us. You won't forget us. You'll put us on prime time because we are complete idiots on the football side of the ball. They've won. Where is it? I saw today. There's 10,789 days since the Cowboys been to an NFC Championship game. 10,000 days. That's a long time.
Wow. 10,000 days.
That's a while.
Damn.
So, yeah, I love it. Jeff, he doesn't seem like he ever wants the spotlight.
He doesn't want the spotlight. He doesn't want drama.
No.
I mean, let's face it. Like,
he likes
what do you? I don't think people go, well, it's about the money. It's a business. First of all, it's a successful business no matter what. They register. The NFL is God in this world, in our country. The NFL is the most powerful entity in the United States. That's ridiculous. It's business.
Just throw it on autopilot. You're going to make money. I mean, look at the Browns. I'm sure that Browns franchise is worth billions.
Right.
Yeah, you could just be a complete buffoon.
And because you're in Dallas, the value is not going down.
No.
All right. So that's ridiculous. And by the way, he's such a bad owner. I mean, if you think about it, if you really wanted drama and you wanted soap opera, you would hire Belichick as your coach.
True.
Like, why wouldn't you? Like, I still look back and I go, I can't believe he got Brian Schottenheimer as his coach. If you were going to get rid of McCarthy, why wouldn't you go to Belichick? Because I don't care what anybody says, there's no way in the world that dude forgot how to coach.
Do you think that happened? And Belichick's like, I don't want to be any part of this. No? You think he would have taken that job if they offered it to him?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Jerry wanted to have Bill like steal the thunder.
But does he know his thunder is like bozo thunder?
I mean,
Like
I don't know.
clown thunder?
I don't know. I don't get it. I love it. All I know is I love it because growing up, you know this. You used to fall prey to those Cowboy fans.
Oh yeah,
and wearing with the white jersey and the white mock turtle underneath.
they show up to like the first day of class with their new school bag or backpack from like the Sears catalog with the star on it. You're like, who are they? What? But you had nothing. You couldn't say anything to them. They just shove it in your face.
Right. How many rings you got?
Yeah, kicking mud on you.
So it's why, again, they're the childhood bully who's a mock now. All grown up, they're a mock.
Yeah, you see it all the time. They're usually fat, bloated, out of shape, look like a mess in their 50s.
Right.
Yeah, these were the tough guys back in the day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the Cowboys.
But he looks like he's smiling, like he's saying something so profound. Like,
I know.
Man,
well,
he's got weird soap opera 365 days a year.
Yeah.
It's like,
otherwise, I got to step in.
It's like, just hire a
He's at the
GM,
premiere of America's Team Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, who's watching that?
They got that. They got the cheerleader show. I mean,
Right.
he's got it all going on. But what's he saying? He's just the worst GM in football, or one of them. It's like, just step aside, bro. Like, let someone else handle it. I don't know. I still would like to party with him. He's just an idiot owner.
It's the truth.
He comes out and he's just so proud of what he's saying. Like, listen to what you're saying. You're running a football team.
There's perspective that you learn from this whole thing, right? Like, this guy's saying this in 2.5 weeks, he's going to be here.
Right.
Right? And they're going to get boat raced, right? Like, they're going to get smashed. There's no doubt. The Eagles are going to smash that team. And, he's going to look, Leatherface is going to be up there in his suite.
Yeah. I
guess in a debacle.
Right.
Just like last year and the year before that and the year before that.
So you have to wonder, does he care, or is he just checking his bank account? As that banner goes up, is he just looking at his funds, his bank account? Does he care? Does he care about winning?
Guess. Who knows? I don't know.
They've become a mock. He's become a mock in the sense that yesterday on the McAfee show, they had like a 5-star DN announce what school he was going to. He picks Oklahoma, and the kid says, do me a favor, you got to come out here and do a show. And Pat McAfee's like, deal, I'll come. Shake on it. And they both put their hands out to shake like through the Zoom. And Pat says, now this ain't no Jerry Jones handshake. This is a real handshake. Like, he's become a mob. It's just a joke throughout the whole league at this point.
Yeah.
It can't get any better for us and Eagles fans. And Lurie's got to be loving it.
And he should. And he deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
Like, he deserves his flowers. I'm sorry. Like, when I saw that today and I saw Jerry... I saw the clip last night, and I was filming it again today on Fox, and I was like, "Oh, this is great fodder." Because the producer goes, "Hey, what do you want to talk about?" I go, "You know what I'm talking about? I want to talk about the death of Dallas. I want to talk about the death of the Cowboys." So Brady Quinn, I'm working with Brady Quinn, and Brady goes, "Well, you're a Philadelphia fan, so." I got to take it with a little grain of salt.
Yeah, so what's his take on?
No, he agreed. He agreed. He was right there with me. But I go, listen. I go, yes, I hate him. Yes, I'm a Philadelphia fan. But I've been doing this a minute. I could be objective. I'm being objective. He's a horrible owner.
Yes.
The idea. Good job, Andrew.
Hey, what's AI doing with the hands there?
Good job, Andrew.
They're melting together, morphing together, but yeah. Thank you, Gronk.
Oh, that's great. That is great. Neil, Jerry. Neil. Oh, that's fantastic.
Maybe he's a subtle genius because we're all talking about him. I can't resist it. I know I'm falling into his trap, but I want to talk about him.
Yeah, but let me ask you, what does that mean? We're talking about it, how ridiculous it is. Do you want? I know there's an old adage about no
right.
pub is bad pub.
Right.
Bad pub is good pub.
That's what he believes.
Right.
Yes.
But how does that manifest itself? More people going to buy jerseys?
I don't know. Somehow he's got more prime.
Where are the relevance? You become a laughing stock.
Sometimes you
The
have more
only time
primetime games than we do.
Matters is when you win. That's when relevancy matters.
It should, but it doesn't in this league for some reason. He's got because don't they have more primetime games than the Eagles this year? Like, how does that happen? That's how they should have two. They should have no primetime games. They stink.
Well, they should have a couple only because Prescott's coming back. They stunk because they didn't have a quarterback last year.
You know what I'm saying, though? Teams that don't make the playoffs don't get 7 or 8 primetime games.
Listen, I just
they force relevancy on us.
That's a TV thing. I don't know. They've been doing that with them forever.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, he's like a spoiled rich kid with a trust fund. The NFL just keeps letting him do whatever he does.
But that doesn't matter because how does it help them? They just get embarrassed on national TV. Like, oh, let's watch the Cowboys lose on national TV.
I know. I get it.
Let's watch Jerry.
Somehow it works for him. I don't understand it.
Up in his suite. Right? Cry in his fake face. I mean, I don't know.
With his son and Chris Christie and a whole bunch of them. I mean, it's just like, I don't understand it. Right. They're just everywhere. You got to love him. Let's hope he lives forever.
Hey, dude. I'm worried.
I'm worried. That he won't live forever?
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the Phillies, and not really one Philly in particular, and it's Ranger Suarez.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the Ranger, and I had a little debate with Jimmy Stakes the other day. Last week, I think it was.
Yeah.
We were talking about the potential playoff rotation, and I was like, you need Luzardo. Luzardo has to be a starter, and you look at Ranger coming out of the pen.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it before, and we had the pretty heated debate over it. Ranger. I got no faith in Ranger as a starter. I told you that last week. I was worried about.
What makes you have any faith in him in any situation? He's got no command right now.
Well, put it this way.
He's got no velocity and no command.
I got more faith that he can gear it up for an inning or two than to start a game.
I don't know. I'm about to be like, put him in the closet. I don't know.
You can't put him in the closet because he's an asset.
Is he? Well, I don't understand it right now.
Because you don't have anybody else that can fill the role.
Well, Nola's coming up this week.
Right, but out of the pen, you don't really have that someone that can fill the role.
Maybe I'm delirious, but I watched Taiwan pitch the last 6 games, and I watched Ranger, and it's not even close.
No, you're not going to put Taiwan Walker. You're not going to do that.
Gage would. I mean, there's other options. Ranger at this point doesn't feel like an option to me.
Well, you first of all, he's a lefty, and you're gonna need it. You're gonna need something happens. You may need him, and yeah, I mean, I don't care what he looks like now, but there's no way in the world that I'm going to go with Taiwan Walker in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. I still watch him with my 2 eyes.
Yeah,
and people just kill baseballs, but somehow are caught. So I'm not throwing that in the playoffs.
Well, Rangers balls aren't getting caught.
Okay, but I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I mean,
I think Rangers cooked. I just think he's done. I have no hope for him, so I think you got to make plans for him not to be around, not to be involved. I don't see anything. The last couple games, I don't see anything from him that gives you any hope.
I'm not arguing. Like I told you,
his ERA's climbing up to 7 since the All-Star break.
I was the one who told you a few weeks ago that I didn't have any faith in Ranger.
I know. I wanted to trade him at the deadline.
Yeah, you can't trade him. Like, you weren't going to trade him. You can't. You weren't going to trade him. Because even now, I wouldn't trade him. Only because you're hoping that this is a dead period and he's got no velocity.
Nothing. He's got nothing.
His stuff
the balls that they're hitting are just right over the heart of the plate.
His stuff looks dead. He's got nothing.
Here's the past 2 seasons. The first half of the season, he's got a 2.5 ERA. The second half of the season, he's 6.06. So this is not just this year; it's the last 2 years. He just falls off a cliff in the second half.
I mean, that's why we talked about why you wouldn't resign him, because he hasn't put together a full season.
Let's talk about. Did you see Nola yesterday? 5 2/3, 11 Ks. Gave up 2 earned runs. One was after he got taken out of the game, but velocity is like 92.5. I still like to see it a little tick higher. But his command looked good, they say. So 11 Ks. He'll be here this week.
It's AAA, so.
Yeah, I get it. And also the division schedule came out for the playoffs. You only need 3 starters. There's games on, there's days off. So
for the
division series?
Well, that's always a 5-game series.
Or the well, let me see the breakdown, see if I can find it. Because they were saying yesterday with the scheduled days off, you only need 3 starters.
For the NLCS?
Maybe, let me see. Nightingale, man. I'll try and find it at some point.
Because that would be interesting. Wow.
It might have been Nightingale who said, I'll try and find it.
All right. Brewers don't lose, dude.
The Brewers put up 4 on Skeens in like 4 innings.
Dude, they first.
Now I'm worried.
Freeland,
now I'm worried.
Who's the leadoff hitter in Milwaukee, leads off the game against Skeens with a home run.
Yes.
He never, first time he get up a run in the first inning all season. They chase Skeens. Like, we always joke around that Andrew looks like Skeens. They chased him after 4 innings. They put up 14 runs, wherever it was. Dude, they had a position player pitch the 9th inning and complete the shutout.
Yes, I saw. Dude, they've been crazy since that Vaughn dude, Andrew Vaughn showed up. They've lost like 4 games in a month.
Like, what?
They've won like 26 out of 26 out of 30.
The Brewers.
All right,
like they don't lose.
I don't know what's going on with them. It makes no sense. I even watched. I saw DeRosa. They're asking about, are the Phillies a team to beat on MLB Central? Like ball or strike.
Yeah.
He's like, the Dodgers we've seen. He's like, yeah, I think so. And then the one co-host is like, the Brewers. And DeRosa, he doesn't lean that way. He was like, I can't argue with this at this point. They don't feel like it to me, but I can't argue with it.
You look at the lineup and you're going, I mean, listen, I could probably rattle off. Frelick is their starts. Contreras, all right, like he's good. Yelich is legit, right? Like, he's good. But then you start to go down. Turang is the second baseman. He's a lefty. I mean, here you go.
He's had a good season, Turang.
Yes. Collins, the kid Collins, who's getting close to 300.
It's Vaughn. It's crazy.
Contreras, Yelich, Vaughn, Durbin, Turang, Perkins, Ortiz, Joey Ortiz.
Yeah.
Like, seriously with that lineup?
Dude, Vaughn,
and they don't and every game they get like 12 hits.
Look at Vaughn's average, 347.
Dude,
347.
Dude, they got 15 hits last night. In a game that Skeen started, they go 14-0, 15 hits.
And Yelich is like, no one thinks about him. He's got 23 home runs. He's having a good year.
Dude, he always does. He's just a professional.
He is a professional.
I mean, they're scary.
Frelick's hitting 293 at the leadoff spot.
Yeah, they're freaking scary.
Yes, they are. The Dodgers are not. Dodgers bullpen again. Oh, yeah, Shohei. Shohei puts them ahead in the top of the 8th.
Yeah,
the Dodgers bullpen implodes.
Did you see? He hit it with triple play?
I saw it.
He crushed that ball. It was the line drive. We want to be a triple play.
Yes.
Then he comes back, hits a home run. He is ridiculous. There's no way the World Shorter's winning MVP.
Don't say that.
Come on. He's right though.
What are you talking about?
He's not.
He's not.
You know what?
He's not.
You know what?
Listen, I try to make the case I want, but he's got more home runs down than he does.
All right. Well, we still got time. There's something up with this.
Mean, like all he does is he's ridiculous.
There's something up with him too, though, dude.
What's that?
There's something on with him with the betting scandal. And now there's real estate scandal.
You hear about that? Like Hawaii.
He's all innocent and stuff at this point now. 2 scandals going on. Come on.
That is
dude.
pretty ridiculous.
Baseball's gonna wash this under the rug too, man. Like
I don't know. It sounds like there's some shady real estate developer.
They brought him in to be the face of it, and they did these backdoor dealings to muscle people out and take over like the finances of it and stuff. Dude, anyway, he's He's not this clean. He can't be this clean if you got 2 stories in 2 years like this.
Shohei can't be dirty.
There's something. He's hanging out with some bad people, then some shady folks.
Some what's the Japanese mafia?
Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, it's good Japanese mafia knowledge.
Yeah, man.
The Yakuza. They're nasty.
they're nasty, yeah.
I was worried about in Tokyo going down certain alleys and clubs. I was worried about running into their clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
because they don't take kindly on, us people walking into their clubs. You don't know. You got to have the heads up.
You were worried? You were scared?
Yeah, dude. Yes. There's certain clubs that are late hour clubs that you're not supposed to go into unaccompanied by a resident of Japan. You don't want to walk into the wrong one.
You just can't go, what's up, brother?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll
3
work.
guys in really nice suits come up to you and lights out.
Crazy dragon tattoo on his
Well, their whole
face.
bodies are tattooed, but
Yeah.
they cover them under their suits, but their whole body's tatted up. Don't mess with you. Don't even joke around with the Yakuza, dude. That was not me. I respect the Yakuza.
Yeah. Walk it back, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, you can have a conversation. The
The,
Yakuza.
the language, no, you can't. There's a real barrier there.
Leave Otani. You're the one picking on Otani.
Well, I mean, come on. Someone's got to say something. This guy's got 2 scandals going on.
All right. Lots to get to. We got the skip coming up at 10 for the love of baseball. We got EJ coming up in just a moment from joint practice from Novacare. And then we'll get a fantasy football primer. That's right.
Oh, everybody's all fancied up.
Geek
Drafts are
is
happening.
The Geekist is going to join us. He's back, the Geek. And he's
The Hornet or the Geek? On the Hornet? Remember? We got that
that's right.
sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. He was the Hornet. He was the Hornet. That's right. Forgot about that. Let's talk about Rothman Orthopedics. Talk about our friends at Rothman. Look, summertime. It's about what? Activity. Going out, doing stuff. Playing ball with the kids. Go attacking that hiking trail. Walking the beach. So much to do. You know what sucks is when your body doesn't cooperate. But don't fret. That's where Rothman Orthopedics comes in. From aches and pains after a pickup game to old injuries flaring up or on summer adventures, Rothman's team of experts is here to help. Evidence-based care, a commitment to restoring your mobility. They're going to get you back out there stronger than ever. Don't let pain put your summer on pause. Visit RothmanOrtho.com/PHLY to book your appointment today. Get back to doing what you love. Pain-free. Rothman Orthopedics. Getting you back to your summer game is their mission.
Our friends over at TrueMark got a great program going on, which can help your kids get some financial literacy and responsibility and knowledge that'll last with them the rest of their life and put them on the right track. Summer's here, so the kids, they're out and about. They got some time hanging with friends. Maybe they picked up a summer job and they got some money. Maybe they got some graduation money, some birthday money, whatever. So they got this Greenlight debit card and money app over at TrueMark. So if you're a TrueMark financial member, you get a Greenlight account for your kids or your teens, and it's totally free. It's a simple way for them to manage their own money, whether it's from a job, wherever, birthday cash, lemonade stand. They get their own debit card. They can set savings goals, track their spending, and they learn how to budget their cash, all while you stay in control from your phone. So you're in control, but they get to learn how real money works in everyday life. So before the summer's gone, this is a great way to help your kids build some smart money habits that sticks with them long after the season's over. So head over to TrueMark.com/Greenlight, get all the details, sign up today, and don't miss this chance to set your kids up for some financial success that'll last their whole lifetime. It's TrueMark.com/Greenlight.
We love it. Kelly Body, the CEO of TrueMark.
Good people.
She's terrific. All right. The big deal. Eagles, Browns, joint training. We love that.
Miles
All
Garrett
right,
in town.
joint practices, and that's the big deal. Brought to us by Cherry Hill Kia. Kia of cherryhill.com. That's right, a folk auto dealership. From the All PHLY Eagles show on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, our man, E.J. Smith. EJ!
Give me that D.
You like that? VG's
I mean,
work?
that was quick. Whoever found those photos for you, I mean, man, you guys went in the vault for some of those.
I don't have a team, EJ. I don't have. It's me digging. You said you wanted some Hendrix vibes, so I tried to put it together.
Love that. Yeah, love that. But the chicken wing photo with the chicken and the beard. Now listen, like that is kind of my natural element, so I can't really complain. But yeah, that's a tougher look for me. I won't lie.
It's a great look.
Yeah,
it's,
man. It's
it's
having
called
fun.
being real.
Yeah.
That's why we
Yeah.
love you, man. Look at this. I'm looking behind over your shoulder.
How green the field looks.
Yep.
And it's a big day today, buddy. Joint practice. That's it.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see a lot of this stuff, but I want to see the secondary today. I mean, the left guard situation is obviously kind of in flux going into the regular season, but that'll be a big test. I think there's just a lot of questions we can answer starting with these two practices, start to get a better feel for where some of these position groups are now that they're kind of not going against the same guys every day. Even you think about somebody like Tyler Steen. I mean, he goes against a good defensive tackle rotation already, but seeing it, maybe if we can take it another level with this Browns defensive front, I'm ready to see some of those things for sure.
So what are you watching? Give us the schedule of the day, and then kind of what you're going to hone in on.
Yeah, so I mean, they start at 10. We heard from Kevin Patullo early today because I think they do have so much prep work that goes into these joint practices. For me, I mean, I'll talk to Bo. We'll probably split things up, but I really do want to see this cornerback group. This is this Browns wide receiver is deprised of your wide receiver types with Deontay Johnson, especially, and Jerry Julie Ringo, Adoree Jackson, Mac McWilliams even, and Jacorian Ben.
Yeah,
I want to see those
frozen
against Judy and Deontay Johnson to kind of get a sense of what they would look like against wide receiver.
Yeah, I think you're spot
you guys
on.
got me?
But wait a second, we got you're frozen. There we go.
There
we
we
got
go.
you back. I'm with
You got me now? You got me?
I think the secondary is vital, and I'm watching the same thing. Jacorian Bennett has to be the guy at left corner. Has to be that guy.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yesterday during practice, Mac McWilliams got an extended run with the first team at one point during the session, and I think that there's a chance that he might be entering this mix. I thought he might be in there at nickel, because of his smaller body type, but they're getting a look at him at outside corner. Yeah, I think that this job, it's not necessarily encouraging that it's up for grabs this late in camp. But again, I think these two joint practices, you could see somebody, maybe it is Jacorian Bennett, separate themselves from the pack with some good practices against, Jerry Judy, Deontay Johnson, some of those wide receiver 2 type of players.
Did they have McWilliams on the outside?
They had him on the outside. They went at him twice during practice yesterday. One to Devontae Smith, one to Jahan Dotson, both out routes. They were both completions, but I wouldn't put it necessarily on McWilliams. It's one of those situations where you're out leveraged. A well-placed ball is going to beat you every time.
That's interesting. Yeah, and the other thing I'm looking at, which is depth, is anybody going to get to the quarterback other than Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt?
Yeah, I mean, that edge group, this will be a really good test. Again, Bryce Huff wasn't exactly a success story, but the best he looked last summer was against the New England Patriots offensive line. I think that you could see maybe something like that for Azeez Ojulari or Josh Uche, probably more Uche than Ojulari. If I'm being honest, Ojulari has not looked like somebody that you would want to put on the 53-man roster so far this summer. Just hasn't really popped, not a lot of juice, but again, you're going against Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata most of practice. Those are tough matchups. That's, something that I'll definitely be looking at with this Browns team to see if those guys can, sort of pop a little bit more against lesser competition.
Yeah, I think Howie's got to look somewhere. I think he will. I think he's going to go. I think he's going to bring somebody in before Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, they could use just a proven commodity there. You would have figured Ojulari might have been that, but again, he has just not looked like somebody that you'd want in an edge rusher rotation so far this summer. That could turn around. Again, these two practices will be huge, but so far I would not feel great about him being your third or fourth edge rusher in the rotation.
Yeah. All right. Rest of the offense. Let's go to the offensive line. Obviously, we're going to be looking about that because the big dodging that bullet was a huge deal
Yeah.
at left guard.
Yeah, and Brett Toth got all the snaps at left guard with the first team yesterday. And interestingly enough, Darian Kennard swapped from the right side of the offensive line to left guard. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see Kennard working in with the starters a few times over the next few days. I don't think that competition for that second spot behind Landon is set necessarily. And yeah, it's going to be a big test for these guys. Again, they go against a good tackle rotation normally, but to see if maybe one of them can dominate a practice would be interesting for sure.
EJ, let's look at the wide receiver group because they showed some stuff outside of the top three. How would you handicap? I think there's three guys for two jobs. How would you handicap it?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think Johnny Wilson probably has the edge just because he had the good preseason game. He didn't necessarily look great during the practices leading up to that game, but I think at the very least, when you think about his role as a blocker, and then you add in the potential that he maybe could make some plays in the past games, I think he probably is the leader in the clubhouse. I maybe put him at 40, 50% for one of those jobs. And then I think depending on how you view the special teams contributions between Anaya Smith and Darius Cooper, that might be the determining factor if they carry those five receivers. So, for me, I feel like Darius Cooper is probably slightly ahead of Anaya Smith in terms of the value he offers offensively. It's a matter of if he can contribute on special teams enough to really benefit or to really kind of separate himself from Anaya Smith, who has the punt return ability. That's really the thing for Anaya, is that he can at least, give you something in that area. I don't have a set punt returner. That's the only reason I'm putting some stock in that. But if it were me, I'd put Darius Cooper in there over Anaya Smith.
I was going to say, that's all well and good, but he's not Joe Horn, right? So,
yeah.
Give me a break. I love Cooper. I think Cooper's legitimate. Cooper, man, he finds space. He's got great hands. He's a really good route runner. And I like the fact that here is an undrafted rookie free agent, first time, right? It's not like this is his second, third preseason where those guys, you get a beat. You understand. You've been through it. This is his first time through everything. He might be a gem that you stole.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that FCS background where it's like he might have been a little bit underappreciated. You wonder if he had transferred to a bigger school, would he have been, would he have helped his draft pedigree? Would he maybe have snuck into that day three latter rounds of the draft? So, yeah, I do think they might have found something in this guy. I don't think it's necessarily worth exposing him to waivers, to your point. You never know the way he's played in the preseason. Sometimes we can overstate good preseason performances, but at some point you're just talking about a guy that deserves to be on the 53, and I think he might be one of those guys.
Hey, AJ, any update on A.J. Brown? He was limited in practice with the hamstring. Do you know, is he limited today?
We don't have the injury report yet, but he's been limited the last couple of days. It seems like they're just being cautious with him at this point. I could see him being out here in the next couple of days. I mean, these are big practices, like we said. So if he is, close, they're obviously not going to push him if he's not there yet. But if they have kind of been working him back in, it does seem like he's trending in that direction for sure.
And Makuba got some first team reps. How did he look?
He looks fine. He's small out there. That's the one thing I would mention is even in his press scrum, you look at him and it's like, this guy is just not. He doesn't necessarily even look like an NFL player. He kind of blends in. But when he's out there, I mean, he looks solid. Again, it's similar with Sidney Brown. I feel like the safeties are sometimes hard to evaluate in the practice setting. They don't get a lot of balls thrown their way. And when they do, there's usually somebody else in the area. So, I think the jury's still out. These will be big practices for Makuba for sure, though.
What time do they commence?
10 o'clock. So we heard from Patullo early today, but not a whole lot going on right now. Just guys stretching. Just kind of maybe some stragglers coming out. So not, definitely the calm before the storm, before we get going here. I think it'll be a long one too. I think it'll probably be 2+ hours out here today.
Well, that's Kevin Stefanski's like that. And
yeah,
they're going to want to get their work in, but they're looking at this, this is an even more important week. This is probably the most important week of the preseason. Right now, you're going to get the most work now into this week.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best look we're going to get at how the Eagles offense is going to look in week one of the regular season. Yeah. The structure of it, the priorities, kind of what they're trying to accomplish. we're not going to see the starters in the preseason. If we do, it'll be for a series. So the offensive group, this is definitely going to be the most telling, especially because like these guys, the coaches like to do this stuff behind closed doors anyway. So, the fact that they can kind of work things, sometimes you can get hints on stuff that they really want to see that they don't want to show during the preseason.
Exactly. Any idea of what the Browns are going to do rotation-wise? I'm sure Flacco will get all the ones. I was curious about what Gabriel will be, Shedeur or Gabriel with the twos.
Yeah, it seems like Sheduer is kind of like slightly in the leader in that clubhouse right now. I think we'll see plenty of him. Kenny Pickett's in uniform, so I will see how much we see of him. But I think we'll probably see a lot of all those guys, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I thought Pickett still had the thumb. Did he still have the thumb?
Yeah, he's out here. He's out here with pads on, so I didn't see anything on the thumb. We'll see. Maybe he's limited, but he was out here with the shoulder pads on, so I figured that might mean he's back to practice.
Yeah, that's funny. Dude, I'm excited, man. I'm pumped up for this thing. This is our next.
Yeah,
this is a good iteration, right? Because you'll get to learn a lot, see a lot, right? And this is you said primer, and I love it. I think that the next 2 days and then Saturday will give us our best look.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And then, you think about some of the matchups, like we've been enjoying a lot of good on good matchups, like AJ against Quinyon, Lane and even Nolan Smith at times has been a good matchup. But, we'll see the Jordan Mailata, Myles Garrett matchup, and I think that one will stand out because 2 years ago, I think that was kind of like a big moment for Mailata to show that he had taken a step. Now I feel like those two, Mailata's improved even since then. So
right.
I feel like that'll be a really high-level matchup. Those two guys have a lot of respect for one another as well. So, yeah, there'll be some good-on-good matchups that I want to keep an eye on. And, yeah, just generally, I think it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be a good it'll be a good illustration of what this offense looks like, really where the team is at, this late in the camp.
Anything from Patullo? We have any idea what Kevin's going to be about?
I feel like we've seen a little bit more variety, especially in some of the downfield passing. I think he's just trying to figure out that balance, marrying the run with the pass. I feel like we've heard offensive coordinators talk about that before. We haven't necessarily seen it really mesh up. I think that they're trying at the very least. We've seen a few under center. We've seen some different formation variations, some bunch formations, some stack formations. So, I think he's trying a lot of stuff right now. We'll see what sticks. I think that's the big question is what is Jalen going to be comfortable with by the time the regular season comes around. I do think that we're seeing him try some things that maybe will add variety to the offense.
Where do you line up on the idea that Jalen needs to throw more?
I think it's gonna depend on what they need. If this is still an offense built around Saquon Barkley, I don't think they need to run away from that necessarily. That worked for them last year. I think there will be games where it's required. I think that there, have been glimpses during practices during the summer that suggest that he will be able to do it when he needs to. I think that the connection between him and Jahan Dotson this summer stands out as something that they have now that they didn't have necessarily last year. So some route concept, some chemistry. I feel like the passing offense is due to improve. I feel like it'll be natural, especially if Kevin Patullo can figure out some of these details and figure out some concepts to add to things. But at the same time, I feel like this offense's identity was kind of team-proof last year in that we're just going to beat you up front, and we're going to have one of the best running backs in the NFL as the focal point. I don't think they necessarily need to run away from that, So I feel like we might get to another point like we did last season where they have to pivot mid-season, but I think this offense is still going to run through Saquon Barkley at the beginning of the year.
Yes, because there was no gimmick, right? Like that's not a gimmick.
Yeah,
beating you up front is not a gimmick. That's just exuding you a dominance over your opponent. So,
there's not very much you can do scheme-wise if it's like, oh man, that's a big hole for one of the best running backs in the NFL. Like I said, it's scheme-proof. Especially they run gap schemes, they run zone schemes. Not like you can really sit on one or the other. So I think that the run game I think that is going to be kind of what sets the table for the rest of the offense.
So 2:00, you'll be on the show. You're going to be live tweeting what you see at practice today.
Yep. Yeah, no, I might need a backup shirt. It's a hot one out here today, but no, I'll be in the studio at 2:00 in that air conditioning. That's what's going to get me through these next couple hours. Yeah.
I'll leave you your shirt, buddy. All right.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Good luck out there, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
There
you.
he
Talk
is,
soon.
the great EJ Smith, all PHLY birds on the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
It's a hot one out there.
Yes, and it's soupy, and muggy, and buggy.
EJ gave us one word I don't like to hear.
What's
fine. Makuba looked fine. Yeah. Worried about safety and edge.
I'm worried about safety, edge, and corner. I mean, yes.
I'm trusted in Jacorian.
No, I think Jacorian could be fine.
Yeah. Well, hey, no fine. Got to be good.
I think he could be fine.
Okay.
I think he's
not
gonna be fine. Right?
Fine's a trigger word for me.
Trigger word.
Fine?
Fine is serviceable.
How you doing? Fine.
I hate trigger, too. That's
Fine.
another one I hate.
Yeah.
You hate trigger?
Yeah, I hate the
Trigger
use of
triggers
trigger.
me.
Yeah.
Triggers.
Yeah, it's a trigger word. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
All
the
right.
word. When you hear the word fine and you get triggered, what does that mean?
It grinds my gears. I get this just this overcomes my body. It grinds all my gears in my body.
No, but
Oh,
in truth,
I'm serious. Fine.
But he will be fine. Like, he's not going to be great. Like, I think he'll be adequate. Would you prefer adequate?
Yes, adequate is okay, I guess.
Because I think Jacorian Bennett will be adequate.
Can they win?
Adequate is better than fine?
Can they run Pete with a fine
you're adequate,
safety?
right? Means you're up to the. You're not exceeding, but you're up to it.
Is that what that means?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a second round pick. Should be better than adequate.
Jacorian Bennett?
Oh, no. Makuba.
Yeah, that's what
Oh.
I mean.
Bennett, Bennett will be adequate.
You're gonna give Makuba.
Yes. Bennett will be adequate.
You're gonna give him a minute, man.
He's
What do you expect? You get a kid who, first of all, is hurt, right? Right. He's slowed by injury, and he's a kid. He's safety. He was a converted corner. You got to give him a minute, Holmes.
I just heard that he doesn't look like an NFL player, and he looked fine on the field. Yikes.
You got to give him a minute.
Okay, it's a second round pick. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, sometimes
he's not an undrafted. He's not a 6th round pick.
Sometimes those kids don't come right in and play.
I hear you.
Got to give him the chance.
They don't come. Sometimes
we're trying to run Pete here. We ain't got time for chances, and you got to hop in. You got to be like ready to go.
Fine is good enough for right now.
That's where Coop. That's where Coop comes in.
I never heard anyone say Coop looked fine.
Yeah, because Coop was a star waiting to happen. Q was a star. You know how rare that is? You know how rare to have those guys are? That's rare, homie.
Did you just call me homie?
Yes.
All right. I like it.
Well,
homie.
We use that in our house.
All right. Yeah.
Apple call me homie.
All right.
We call the kids
I can roll with that.
We call them Holmes, homie.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that you call, like, you know, we have family, like in your household, and you call each other certain things, like we do the homie, Holmes, you know.
Yeah.
Fish butt, they call
fish butt. What?
Fish butt?
My wife calls the kids fish butt. Fish butt. It's like in terms of the deer, like it's not weird, but she'll go, "Where's the little fish butt at?" Meaning Massimo. I go, I don't know. She'll call me fish butt. Fish butt.
You got to find out where she came up with fish butt. Where'd that come from?
I have no idea. It's not good.
Fish butt's not good.
Butt smells like a fish. That's can't be good.
Yeah, that's two things that smell bad.
Like,
yeah,
that doesn't work. You know, and she calls the kid. She'll call them fish butts. Yeah. Where are the fish butts at? Are they still sleeping? Yes, the answer is yes. They're still sleeping. That's what it is.
Don't make me dig in your fish butt.
But listen, all kidding aside.
Yes.
This is what you see. This is your training camp. Let's see what you got. I think he's got to bring in an edge guy. I think edge, you can get away with Bennett. We'll see about McWilliams. If McWilliams can play the slot and Coop plays more safety. You got Coop to kind of pretty up the secondary with Q.
Yeah. That's why my concerns are edge and safety right now. I feel okay.
But you got Coop that can fix some of that.
Yeah.
The edge you need.
And it's weird. This is like 3 swings now with the edge, with the Huff, Uche, Ozolari. They're having trouble finding an edge guy to bring in.
Well, the two safety pieces that didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like, hey, let's take a flyer. One of these two should come in and see something. We haven't seen anything.
Nothing.
Like, they're thin. Razor thin.
Don't say that.
They are behind Nolan and
Clowney will be here next week. Is he still out there?
I think so.
What about Simmons? Justin Simmons?
I don't think he's got anything, dude.
I mean, I think he looked better than fine out there.
What?
Yeah, I think Justin Simmons would look better than just fine.
Yeah, but you don't.
Adequate?
I hear he's got nothing left. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I trust Vic would know. Vic's worked with him. Vic would know.
I mean, the problem is that we hear a name, we go, "Oh, he's got to be better."
Yeah.
But sometimes those dudes are just completely fucked.
Totally
So
trust.
I don't like. I can't tell you because I haven't seen the guy, right? Like, so I can't really tell you. I'm gonna. That's where you got to lean on them.
Yeah, I trust.
Here's what I do know: they're thin.
Yeah.
They need another edge. I think you can get by. We can get by in the secondary, but you got to get another edge guy.
And there's a couple out there, so I'm pretty comfortable someone will be here.
What happened to Zadarius?
He's still out there, right?
But what happened to Darius Smith?
He doesn't want to deal with training camp either, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know why he didn't get paid.
Yeah, I don't know how he ended up last year.
That one surprised me. Coming up, we got the skip.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there are a few people that make us smile. Charlie Manuel is one of those people that just make us smile. Dude, we were talk ball all day long. What makes him so great is that he loves the game. He loves, he just wanted to talk Phillies.
Yeah, he loves talking about it.
He loves it. Into every bit. And baseball is awesome right now.
Yeah.
With this race,
it's heating up.
The stinking Mets, they put a big number up last night. They hit a bunch of home runs.
Did you see how many they hit so many home runs, they ran out of fireworks. They had to put a sign on their Jumbotron saying, "We have run out of home run fireworks." They hit so many home runs, yes.
Oh, my God.
What do they do? A day-to-day supply? How is it just not a ton of fireworks to go
laying around?
Yeah, for the whole season.
Yeah, you were
little low. We're getting a little thin. Let's order some new fireworks.
Let's go to
That's a little show off.
Let me go to south of the border.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's a little show off. You got to put it on the screen.
It's like,
we ran out.
That
Come
seems like
on.
in that baseball operations, though, or in-game experience operations, like Phillies never run out. Well, we don't need it. We have the bell.
Right.
Yeah.
But they did. They had a night.
Yeah, they did.
Alonso becomes their all-time leader in home runs over Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, how about that? Is he still on a 1-year deal, Alonso? Or they signed him long-term?
No, they signed him.
They signed long-term?
Yeah, he signed long-term. Yeah.
That's what those Braves do. You get healthy again. The Braves, I don't know how they stink this bad.
Dude, Strider.
I don't know how they stink.
But the thing that shocked me last night was Strider started for Atlanta, Skeen started for the Pirates, and both teams just...
Strider let up 8 earned runs.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like, what's that about?
Dude, they stink. What is their record? They're 51-68. They're 17 games under 500.
Yeah, hasn't played in a while.
Sure. Yeah, but 17
they got banged
games?
up. They're pitching. They have no pitching. I don't know what happened to Strider. I got to ask Skip about it. It's such a fickle game sometimes.
Yeah.
But between that, by the way, freaking Padres tied the Dodgers.
Yeah. We got a couple ties, right? Oh, the AL West is tied up too. Houston and Seattle with 67 wins tied up. So the West in both conferences all jammed up at the top. I like it.
You know what he just did there?
What's that?
He made it. Now, did you get the violation he just made?
I was looking up Spencer Strider's injury and why he wasn't.
So he said they're tied in the West in both conferences. Now, what's the hint there?
What do you want to say? Both leagues?
Yes.
Yes.
vernacular is important. You don't baseball doesn't have conferences.
You're right. My bad. My bad.
Did you
it's a
get
learning.
that,
It's a
Andrew?
I
learning.
got that. Yeah.
I know Joey didn't.
No, the
He got
conference
no
is.
clue.
Yes, I did. I heard that.
Joey didn't.
I heard
Joey's
that.
got no idea with it, but I
He's doing this. He's like
No,
chewing on nicotine.
no,
pills.
I need to make sure after the Brady Quinn conversation yesterday. All right, I need to make sure that you are a sportsman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I was looking at Spencer Strider, and he went through a surgery last year
that's
for his
fine.
UCL.
Just
You
want
had to
you
look
know.
up that Spencer Strider missed all of last year with a surgery?
Well, I wanted to see if there was anything else that was bothering him, and that's why he's been playing so poorly.
I just want to make sure gets the violation. Like that's a violation.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
know.
care
Yeah.
because
Can
that's
I
just who
say,
you are.
what is going on with these start times in Cincinnati?
Yeah, they're weird.
5 o'clock today? 6 o'clock on Monday?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I don't like.
Does
the
anyone work, commute, or anything? Like, have stuff to do?
Can I tell you, if you're going to have either you do 1 or 2 or 7.
Yeah.
I don't even like the 6:30.
I hate 6:40.
I hate that the Phillies do.
I'm trying. Yeah, I agree. I go to these games. I'm trying to rush around, get the dogs walk, get stuff wrapped up after work.
Either be a day game or be a night game.
100% agree. What is up?
This twilight happy hour.
It's 5:10 today.
Like
Yeah, 5:10's a weird
even
time.
doing 4 o'clock. A 4 o'clock takes you into happy hour. A 4 to 7. 1,
Yeah,
4,
I could do it.
7. That's all the time should be.
Well, since a time difference from us, or there's
Yes.
Maybe it is 4:10 for them. It's 5:10 for us.
Oh, wait a second. No, I don't think it is. No, they're on Eastern time. They're on Eastern.
The 6:10 because they got Snoop Dogg. By the way, can the Phillies up their concert series here? The Reds get Snoop Dogg. We got these guys who are like B-level country music artists down here. Let's get some A-listers like Snoop Dogg down there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of out on concerts in general after games, but
Yeah, I don't like that. In fact, I hate that, but who cares? All right. Lots to do. Charlie Manuel coming up shortly on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Looking forward to that. All right. So the skip's going to come up. Let's talk about the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Bills are today.
Bet Park, summertime, the beach, the boat, the lake, down the shore, up the mountains, laying by the pool, make downtime your fun time. Enjoy casino action and sports betting wherever you are all summer long with the Bet Park's online casino and sportsbook app. You can bet on the live game today, 5 o'clock, like we said. Sanchez. What's the line?
Phils are minus 129. Sanchez is
skinny.
Sanchez over under strikeouts.
6.5.
Well, 5.5 is minus 157. 6.5 is plus 132.
Go for it.
Go for over 6.5.
Yeah, 7. Yeah. Listen, Sanchez, they're dealing.
Yeah.
All right. Get player performances
Oh,
like strikeouts like
Hunter Green. That's why it's a thin line.
Oh, yeah. Guess what? Football Futures is out too. $25 on the Birds to repeat pays $162.50.
Nice.
All right. So 50 gives you 325. 100 gives you 650. It's how you do it. The new users get up to $1,000 cash back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com for all the details. You love to play. You play to win. You bet. Bet Parks. Got to be 21. Got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Now let's talk about Xfinity Internet. Yes, the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best-in-class equipment. Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming.
My house is blazing.
But me too. Me too. I need it too because I got kids everywhere and they're all gamers. Both of them are gamers. And I'm on it and my wife's on it. And that's why whether you're streaming, gaming, working from home, the Xfinity Wi-Fi is always booming. That's why we use it here. Our lifeblood is the internet. right? No longer. We don't need satellites in the sky. We just need internet. Boom. We're live. And that's why we choose Xfinity Internet. Combines the power of internet and mobile. So you got lightning fast speeds at home and on the go. Xfinity Internet and mobile together. The Wi-Fi is booming wherever you are. Get Xfinity Internet plus mobile and supercharge your phone with Wi-Fi Power Boost for the ultimate connection. How about that? Xfinity Internet Mobile are the ultimate power couple, and with Wi-Fi Power Boost from Xfinity Mobile, you'll get ultra-fast speeds, reliable internet at home, and a secure network on the go, so your Wi-Fi is always booming. Booming wherever you are. Internet plus mobile, stronger together. Check it out. Most reliable Wi-Fi claim based on Open Signal Rewards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Restrictions apply. Check it out. Actual speeds vary. You got to get the boost. It's booming.
It is booming.
Now, you know who's booming? He'll be booming from the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Yeah.
The legend. The one, the only. Charlie Manuel. Looking sharp, buddy.
What's up, man?
You look great.
I'm ready to
pal.
go. Let's go.
What do you think, man? What do you think about your fighting Phillies?
I think I like where we're sitting. We still got to keep playing, and we got about 42, 43 games left, and we're five games up in on the Mets. But at the same time, we just keep playing, and we keep getting better. I mean, we got better when we made picked up the relief pitcher for Minnesota. I didn't know much about him until I saw him pitch. And he's pretty good, and I got excited about him, really. And we signed what's the guy Robertson back,
yeah,
and we got Alvarado back pretty soon. But the big one for me is Nola. I'm waiting for Nola to pitch and where I can see him.
So let's get to Duran, because this stuff is ridiculous. Like, Skip, when you're throwing 98, 99 cutters, right? When you're topping out at 104, 105 with your four-seamer, I mean, that's unbelievable, that kind of stuff.
It's dominant. It's hard to hit. The cutter and the fastball is hard to hit at that speed. That's tremendous. And I think that the thing that I would ask about him, the more I see him, as long as he got good command of his pitches and he throws enough strikes, he can win.
How do you, from a hitting standpoint, how would you approach him? Because you can, I mean, obviously you always hit off the fastball, but his fastball is it's so got so much heat to it that you'll look like a fool if you don't get it.
Especially if you swing the high one. Me, I would I'd walk up in the batter's box and I'd look down at my belt buckle. And I'd say, I'm not going to swing at nothing above my belt buckle. And that way I'm a low ball hitter. That's my strength. And if I hit something fast, it's got to be low.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Because now you can. That's why he's the hitting doc, the guru. Like, just something as small as that, because you don't have time to get on top of something up. You just don't have time to do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get hurt and get caught up in swinging big at him. I'm going to be quick as the heck with my bottom hand, and I'm going to let him supply the power to the ball. Really,
it's great because how much easier for you, because you always believed in bullpen roles, and you had obviously Madsen, the bridge to Lidge. But you also had Durbin, J.C. Romero. Like, you had options in the seventh inning, And even in the sixth inning, you want to throw Cormier. You had guys that could do that.
Yeah, well, that's very important because the pitchers that we just picked up, but that to me that made us strong, a bullpen stronger because we got a lot of special two guys that are proven guys, and one of them's going to be more likely the closer, and the other one we can use from six innings on. So therefore, it makes us stronger. So I think I like our definite chance, and if we get if I'm looking to see Nola, and if he's looked right, then we should be in business.
All right, a couple worries I have. I need you to talk me off the ledge. One is Wheeler. His velocity's not there, and is it dead arm? What do he's logged a lot of innings. Now, structurally, they did the MRI. He's clean, thank God. What do you see from a great, he's so great. When you see a great power pitcher like Wheeler start to lose a little velo at this time of the year, is it a little dead arm?
I think it definitely could be. I think he's a hard worker, and he's I would say the kind of person he is. He gets not only gets tired physically, but he gets mentally tired. And I think you might get him a day or two off and some things like that. But at the same time, we need him, and he's got to push through it, and he can. He's strong. He's a horse. He'll go out and run and keep himself ready.
How did you handle it with Halliday? Because they remind me of each other.
He used to Holiday after he pitched, he used to run across Walt Whitman Bridge, and I'd be sending him as go home. He'd be coming back this way, and I think, Jesus Christ, what the hell is he doing? But but I think about it. And I was talking about Doobie the other day about some pitching, and Doobie said, your legs have to be strong. You got to keep your legs strong. Chuck, it's all about your legs. And evidently with Holiday's workout arrangement, I think he believed that.
Yeah, wow, look at that. He would run the Walt Whitman Bridge after games?
Yeah, after the game.
That's awesome. That is, I can just see you going, please, just be safe. Watch yourself.
Yeah. But really, I mean, I think Wheeler is a hard worker. I've watched him in spring training, stuff like that, and he'll be ready when his turns. He'll make all of his turns, and he'll be ready if you want him to. But every now and then I might give him a hit, and then get him a day off or something.
Yeah, it's funny because he hates the 6 days. He don't like the 6-man rotation. Right. But he may need it just for a couple turns.
Yeah, it could be, but I think if you go ask him today, he'd say, "Well, I'm gonna pitch all my turns." Really, I think he'll give you that answer.
How about Ranger? What do you see from Ranger? It's my only other concern.
Ranger, last night he started getting the ball up a little bit, and also he bought some changeups inside to righties, and he got hurt by that way. But Ranger's fine. I mean, he's going to give it all to you, and he's going to pitch some. He's got some good games left for us too.
So I want to ask you how you would handle it. Listen, I like Luzardo a lot. I think he's got great stuff, right?
Right.
And I think he's better as a starter than bring him in out of the bullpen. I know you're going to, there's going to be a need in the playoffs to move some of your starting rotation into the bullpen. I think Luzardo's got to start, but I'll defer to you.
Yeah, I think that the more I think he is eventually at one time where he was a starter, and he got used to that. And all of a sudden now, like when he sits for a while, he that I think that has something to do with his outings at times. Really, I mean, I believe that. And
Yeah.
his command, he'll get balls in the middle of the plate too, and his command's not as good as it should be when he's a starter. And I think that's because that he's used to working a lot and pitching more. And I think that could be, but I think he's a good pitcher, and he fits in the middle of the pen for me.
So you would move Luzardo to the pen?
Yeah.
How about Ranger? Would you which one do you think's better out of the bullpen? Because we saw Ranger do it.
I think first of all, I used to say that I've always liked Ranger as a starter. I think Ranger, his velocity and stuff like that, plays a game in a game, a big part of the game. So therefore, when I put him in the back end of a bullpen, he can make one mistake and we can lose a game. I mean, if that makes sense. But at the same time, when he's starting, he can make a mistake and they can score a run and we can get away from it. But I think he's definitely a starter. I do not like Ranger in the back of the bullpen.
So you're now looking at this lineup, right? And the lineup seems to be coming together, Skip. Like they're like over the weekend, they came back on Texas. That was a big sweep. 2 of the games, they came back on them.
Right.
The first game of this series against the Reds, they came back on it. Kepler, and you got to give Topper a lot of credit. Like he kept Kepler alive, and Kepler delivered over the last weekend.
Right. Yeah, Kepler. I agree with what you're saying, and I think Kepler, when he's hitting, he's good. But at the same time, he's not. He hasn't hit a hot streak for us yet, but he's had some home runs for us late and things like that. And with the way Robbie Padunes are outfield, he's fine for me.
Yeah,
but we get back to the bottom of our lineup. And we need for the bottom of the lineup produces the runs, we usually wins the game. That's what gives us a big number.
Isn't it true? Like you're so right. You're so right. Listen, Schwarber's going to be Schwarber. Like what you're going to get from Kyle, Bryce. Exactly. But when this team is playing good baseball and they're on a roll, Stott, Marsh. They're getting contributions all over the place down there.
Right. Yeah. Well, right. Usually when we get somebody in the bottom of the lineup having a good night, we win the game. Like especially when we get 2 guys down there hitting, and that brings us our offense up. I don't need to talk about Turner or Schwarber or a big guy Hart because they're gonna be there when we need them.
So was Schwarber, was he you back in the day? Because you were built.
Let me tell you something, Anthony. I had Schwarber on my first pick in the draft that one year. That was my pick in the draft. But we didn't get him. We were not going to get him anyway. But we didn't. He went before we got to our pick.
Really? That was your pick? You love Schwarber?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I love Schwarber.
I can see that.
I love Schwarber's swing. He's got one, if not the best swing in baseball. He's one of 3 or 5 or something. He's got the best setup, best swing, quick bat, strong, and drives through the ball. He's outstanding, and that's why he can hit the good high fastball at times.
Yeah, what's amazing, for as powerful as he is, he's so quick through the zone. Like
exactly.
And for his body, because he like uncoils.
Right.
He'll sometimes go down to a knee. It's like a whip.
I got something for you right here. I just started thinking about it. Actually, Schwarber, I look at him sometime and think to myself, he should be hitting high or something like that. But I used to look at Killer Brew as the same way. He's a kind of like a Killer Brew hitter.
Yes.
Killer Brew wasn't going to hit 300, but he was going to hit 275 or somewhere that back in there, and you're going to get for 6 or 8 years or something, you got 40 home runs out of it. And like he's a killer all over.
That's awesome. That is
he
awesome.
runs like Babe Ruth.
Killer Brew, baby.
But when he runs around the bases, I think he mocks Babe Ruth. I do, but I really do. But he swing. Killer Brew's a right-hand hitter, but he's definitely Killer Brew had a short, quick swing too. Explode on the ball.
So when you're coming up, right? It's the 60s, and you're coming up as a ball player, and you have that left-handed, because you were a left-handed power hitter. Did people talk about Babe Ruth back then? Because that was, was that like that swing?
Oh yeah. Babe Ruth's always been the big name, and then later on when Hank Aaron made a dent in his popularity when he passed his mark, but at the same time, Babe Ruth still the same guy that's talked about today. Really,
yeah, that's funny.
Popularity that never goes nowhere.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's look at the landscape of the National League for a second, because it's such great baseball, Skip. I mean, Phillies and Mets, the Brewers and the Cubs, the Dodgers and the Padres. The Brewers right now, they're not going to lose.
Yeah. They're the Brewers right now, they're getting good pitching. They're getting timely hitting, but also they're starting to hit a lot of home runs, and they play good defense. Man, they play in the game good. I like them. I like their pitching and stuff. But the Cubs, they got to hang in there, and they can put up a little bit more offense too. But our league with the Mets and us, we still got some baseball to play. But at the same time, all we got to do is just like I always say, take them one at a time and don't look ahead, don't look back. And we play for the day. And we got ourselves in a good position. I like our team. I like the depth of our pitching now. And I think if we can play better defense at times, that's going to help us.
How do you, when you were managing through those pennant races, how did you handle middle of August? What was because I know through every stage of, beginning August, middle August, beginning September, middle September, it's almost like a horse race, and you're trying to get that horse to be right for October.
Right. That's why you play. That's up to the guys, but you got to talk to them a lot every day. You just got to pound them at today. We win the game today. Today is what counts. And all of a sudden you look back and you'll get to the finish line. You'll be looking good.
Looking good. I love it. Did you watch the standings every day?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I keep up with it all the time. I do everything. I watch games all the time. I watch minor league games. I go to some what do you call it? Perfect games and things like that. But I always keep up with the standings and try to keep up with all the hitting too. Anymore, the teams rely on home runs, and like in some nights they hit 5, 6, 7, 8 home runs. That's a lot for baseball.
Did you? It's been a great year. There's a lot of great young talent. Did you see the kid Kurtz from the A's? He's from Lancaster. He had a 4 home run game.
You're right. Yeah, big, strong.
Yeah.
He's got a good swing. He's got a quick
Lefty.
bat, and he's got good power in the middle of the field and the other way. Yeah, he should get better with more and more experience. He'll get better. He'll even learn to swing better. And yeah, I like him. I like a Woods guy and Washington that plays left field. I like that guy.
He's a good ball player.
Yeah, I like the shortstop a little bit too.
Abrams, yeah,
he's pretty good.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of young players in baseball right now, and they got a chance to be real good players.
Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting. I like to see that kid O'Neal Cruz, who's 6'8". You know, I like to see him with you, like what you would get out of him. Because it feels like he's got so much potential. He can do so many things, but, you know, you have to unlock it for him.
Right. You know, actually, I can't tell you when I first started coaching and managing after I came back from Japan, and the time I spent up with every player on my team. I mean, that was important to me, but also too that the things that I'd say a blue collar coach. That's what I was, and we did it through reps and good batting practice, perfect batting practice, and things like that. And guys, by the way, I asked you the question for who do you think hits the most on the Phillies?
So, who hits the most on the Phillies?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Who takes the most BP? JT.
No, of course, Schwarber.
Schwarber does.
Schwarber hits the most. Schwarber hits in the cage. He's got drills he uses, but also he hits live pitching in the cave. He hits every. I would pay to watch him hit. That's why when I come up there to Philly, I go to watch batting. I don't practice. I don't go in the field more. I walk in the cage and watch Schwarber hit.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I know you love that. I know you love that.
Yeah.
Right. So who's Bryce second? Because I know Bryce puts a lot of work in.
He's a good worker. It's nothing. No, it's not like he slacks down off or something. He's a good boy. He does the work that he thinks he's supposed to do, and he's right on. He's a hard worker. But I say when I watch it, Schwarber, he hits more than anybody. But the game itself, you know, like I think what happens the more you hit, like. I heard Jimmy Rollins talk the other day about it. He worked on his hitting more than people thought. Yeah, Jimmy Rollins always hit on the field, but he hardly ever wanted to hit early on the field. When he was struggling, he'd go down in a cage, and for about a week he'd hit for about an hour or something like that every day. And he did work harder than people think he did.
Isn't it the most difficult thing to explain is hitting? Like when you're feeling good and you're seeing it, like it looks, you know, like a softball, right? It looks like a grapefruit. But man, it doesn't matter how much you put in. Whatever, but when your mind is not right and you're just in a pretzel, it's torture.
Right. Yeah. Say for instance, we got a young hitter. I would throw him a lot of BP and stuff first, down and hard, and make him stay on the ball that way, and he has to stay on it before he can hit it. and things like that. I'm talking about a guy just signed to play pro ball. Now, as we start out, I might not say nothing to him for about a week, and then all of a sudden I start adding to a little bit to him and tell him how good he is and what is with the weak point and strong and things like that, and I get him believing in himself, and he can learn. He'll learn more about his hitting. There's some if you then you just talking. Talking is cheap, really. But the talking part, you got to keep the guy's interest, and you better know what you're saying. When I used to talk to hitters, I made sure that I knew what I'm saying, and then once I found out what made them click, like I'd always go back and tell them, like stay on the ball, go to right field or something. Tell Eddie and Murray, like left side, beat up, make a ball be down, right, make a ball up. Reminded me every time when he walked up the steps to go hit, and he'd get mad at me, look at me and say, I know, make a ball be down. And I said, I won't tell you no more then. He said, oh yeah, you will.
Did you ever have a trick when you were slumping? What did you do? Did you ever have a trick, or did you ever do something when you were in a slump?
Yeah, I'd get drunk. I get mad and get in a fight and stuff like that. I would sometimes I'd be in the bar and I'd be drank too much, and I would just walk up and hit somebody just see if I could still hit. And then they look at you, and then of course you're gonna fight them.
Oh, that's the greatest.
But
See,
actually,
back then, you could do
huh?
that, and you would just fight the guy, and it's all good.
Right, yeah, right, exactly. Right. But the game
why you are the greatest. That's why you're the greatest.
Actually, Anthony, I love to come to the games in Phillies because our ballpark has a lot of energy in it. And they really get after it. I'm telling you, when I go somewhere else, you can tell a huge difference. Really. I mean,
what does that do for the playoffs? Like both for the Phillies themselves, because they talk about it. It's got to lift you up in such a big way when you have that kind of crowd, that kind of reaction and energy.
The talking is great for the player. Any time that you can laugh or and you tell somebody how good they are and how great they play and stuff like that, if he handles it right, most of the time that makes you feel good. Everything about it is about an energy and things like that. And when you feel good about yourself, you got more and more drive and everything, and you want energy to go get something. And once you guys say a guy like Schwarber, he loves to hit, so did Harper and those guys. They work hard, and and actually they already know a lot about their hitting, and also they want to get right, and they can, it's a feel, a touch and feel, and and also they kind of motivate themselves. But when the fans can motivate you, that's two sides. That's good.
Yeah, like, and then when you're another team coming in, it's. I was talking to A-Rod about this, and Alex was saying, he's like, dude, I wouldn't want to come in here and play. I mean, I would love it, but there is a real energy. Like you feel they have an advantage.
Yeah, right. Hey, Anthony, I used to tell you when I'd be on the field and the other team was over in the dugout, and the players would always come up and talk to me all the time. Always, and I used to think that they would want to talk to me. No, they wouldn't. They were looking at the fences out there, and they would judging and how far they were, and everything like that. Really, I was seriously. I mean, really, they didn't give a damn what I was saying. They were concentrating on want to hit a home run. CC told me one day, Sebastian, he told it, and when we hit those home runs off of him in the playoffs and stuff like that, he told me, he says, I asked him, I said, CC, why were you throwing all those change-ups for? He goes, Jesus Christ, Charlie says, I was taking BP and I was hitting the ball on the second deck in left field. And he said, I got kind of leery of throwing the fastballs. So they just tell you what the ballpark would do for you.
That's awesome, man. Hey, what is it about this time of the year? Let's pennant race. Let's go to the pennant race. And October, that the great players, like, what do they have in common, Charlie? Great players that come up clutch, money players. Jimmy, you mentioned, was a money player. Like, something about the bright lights would come on, and it's when it would get the best out of them.
Right. Those are the guys that have self-control. They're a guy. Those are guys that control adrenaline, and they don't do things. Try to do things hard. They just kind of let their talent do the work, and things like that. And then they look at most of the time they look at the pitcher, and actually when they're concentrated on hitting, they don't really care, really. I mean, they just wouldn't look for the ball to hit. If you got good strike zone and stuff like that, like, you can be relaxed and always think positive. Always want to be the hero, but I'll control it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Self-control, and that's a good players. When you see somebody come in and then they start swinging at the ground, we don't have a chance.
See that? You hear that? That's right. Wait, who you used to wrestle with when you were, like, keeping the clubhouse loose? You would go. Who would you want to challenge to wrestle?
Let's see, Chooch. He was a little guy, and I knew you could whip him and stuff like that. Yeah. When I was young and in Cleveland, I used to go. That didn't matter. I'd go pick on anybody.
Did you wrestle out? Did you wrestle Bell?
No, he always got too mad. Really, I picked Sorrento one day and busted the training table with him when I slammed him on the top of the training table.
Paul Sorrento was a big boy.
I didn't care back then. I'd fight wrestle anybody. Sandy Edimore, spring training was in spring training. And I used to grab by guys by the pecs and take them on to the ground. And Sandy Edimore, he'd get mad. And in spring training, he had been taking judo or something like that, martial arts or something during the winter. And I grabbed him real quick like that. He said, "That hurts." And he kicked me right on the chin and knocked me down.
He kicked you in the chin. Oh, that's the greatest. That's the best. You gotta tell this guy. He gets mad if you rough him up.
Yeah, I don't want to get roughed up. I'm too old. I'm an old man at this point, Charlie. I'm fragile. He's like King Kong over here.
Hey, I can't wrestle no more. Hey, like Manny Ramirez, I used to beat him up every day. I mean, I kept on on the ground, the floor, or whatever. But after about 3 or 4 years, though, I couldn't do that.
Oh, you're the greatest, man. You are the greatest. God bless you. I love. When you coming up?
I'm going to. I'll be up there. I want to say September the 8th or something.
Oh, good.
I got a thing downtown, and then I'm gonna stay home. The home's down there.
Oh, good. So you know, if you need me to drive you, I'll drive you, and then you come hang out with us during the day one day.
I want to go see your son's play and see if he can hit.
Yeah, he's in Cooperstown, so they have a tournament. You know, the last 12-year-old tournament is in Cooperstown. There's 100 teams. You know about that tournament?
Right.
Yeah. So he's there now.
Yeah. My grandsons used to play in that, and that one, a young one, you know, like he when he come back, he showed me a ring he got, and I said, "What was your record?" He said 1-5. I said, "You got a ring for 1-5?" So Anthony, he threw the ring away.
That's good coaching. That's good being a good pop-up. That's right. Can't be 1-5 and get a ring. I'm sorry. I'm with you. I tell him the same thing. But it's a fun. He's playing right now. It's a fun tournament. 100 teams from all over. You know.
Yeah. That's great.
And then he's playing football too. So they're both playing football like you did. You played football.
You're right. You know, like I love it when the kids can play, go somewhere and play different cities and things like that, or settings. That's good for you too.
It is. It's great. We did a South Carolina. We were on the road in South Carolina, which was a great tournament. And the one you probably been to the one in Pigeon Fork in Tennessee.
Right. Yeah. I did that one. Yeah.
That's always a good tournament.
Yeah. Right. I go to Fort Myers sometimes here and watch a perfect game, or Orlando, over in Stanford and things like that. But no,
there's some great ball, man. I love the perfect game tournaments are fantastic. But you know what's killing me, Skip? They come out with a new bat every couple weeks.
Right.
He's telling me what's a new bat. This the Green Zen. Have you seen the Green Zen? D. Marini?
Right, yeah.
It's $425.
Right. Yeah. I hear you.
It's crazy, man.
I've been wanting to been in the bat business for a long time, Anthony, because ever since I came back from Japan, because the way they used to make their bats, I used to love their bat. It was hard.
Well, you know who's in the bat business you should talk to? Shegi.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. I talked to him. Yeah.
Yeah. How about it's a sin? His dad passed away, Diego. Did you play? You ever play with Diego?
I know him well. I didn't. I used to hit against him. He threw me a lot of change ups and then threw me a high fastball.
Wow. Wow. He still remembers. You could probably, I can rattle off pitchers and you could probably tell me how they pitched to you.
Yeah, probably go. Like Palmer, he was great at throwing me a big slow curves and then straight change up, and then throw me when he wanted to get me chase, throw the ball above my hands. I'd swing and miss it. His velocity back in those days was like 88.
Wow.
He could that'll still beat you up.
Wow.
Anytime you get the ball above the guy's hands, really.
How about Ryan?
Oh, he just threw for me fastball. I was Nolan Ryan's 500 strikeout. I mean, that was the first milestone of his career. I got a card in here. I found it in my baseball cards, and I signed it because the back of it says about him striking me out. I'll bring it. Let me tell you something. I'll bring it up to Philly and show it to you.
Oh, that's great. That is the best.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're the greatest. We love you, Skip. You are the greatest. Can't wait to see you. Give Missy a hug for us. We love you, pal.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. Got
Thanks,
you.
buddy. Go Phils.
Yeah. Go Phils. Let's go.
The legend, Charlie Manuel. How great is that?
He's the best.
I love the fact that he roughhouses like kids, like a kid.
Yes.
Like he'll go and wrestle people. And he go wrestle guys and fight them.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. You would love to be in that clubhouse.
Oh, without a doubt. But isn't that the greatest thing in the world? Like, isn't that what's fun? You know?
I'm not a big roughhouse guy. No.
Trigger.
You don't even act like you like to get roughhouse, and you'd be the greatest.
I will roughhouse. I grew up with a brother. We roughhouse.
He's got a brother.
Yeah, man. We used to fight each other all the time.
Yeah, you're not a roughhouser.
I like the game roughhouse, like basketball, but yeah, I don't like just wrestling with. I don't like wrestling. No.
Yeah, Joe, you're not a roughhouser either. Roughhouse is the greatest.
It's the greatest.
My cousin and I would go at it all the time.
Like
knee football.
I play knee football. I love knee football.
We would do tackle.
Well, if I said, let's go play some knee football right now.
No, not now. I'm too old, man. Knee football.
We would do tackle football in the house.
Yeah.
Me and my brother.
Knee football.
We throw the ball over the
and
bed.
You try to slap it out?
Yeah, we would do throw the ball over the bed and try to catch.
Tackle football in the house?
Yeah. We throw it over our bed, the ball, and you would have to jump and try to catch it, and then you would tackle each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Or trampoline, fighting on a trampoline.
How about the
fighting on a trampoline? What is this, circus school?
Yeah.
Fighting on a trampoline.
Yeah, you get them sock and boppers.
Like Nerf basketball?
Oh, yeah. I had lived in
You fighting.
Nah, I didn't. What is this? Arch rivals in my bedroom?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We didn't fight.
Yeah.
Played basketball.
I got stuck with a nail into my back. I had to go get tetanus shots because the nail went in my back.
Oh.
Because I got checked. He checked me into the
All right. Who checked you? And
My
why is there a nail just sticking out of your
I
ball?
don't know. It was just there.
I did that one time, but through my foot.
That's when I first
went through the bottom and out the top of my foot. A nail.
Geez, did you do anything like that growing up?
I'm not a big roughhouse guy, man. No. I mean, the normal kill a man with a football, tackle football. Sure. I'm not just wrestling. I'm not just
with the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not just grappling. I'm not just grappling to grapple. No.
You didn't do that.
Hockey fights? Do hockey fights? We used to play hockey
we didn't do
fights.
That was the game, just the fighting part of the hockey?
Yes.
I played hockey. Sometimes I played
hockey too. I'm talking about in the house. Like my cousin would go
with skates on, roller skates in the house.
No. My cousin would go, let's do hockey. Let's go hockey fights. So we'd pull our shirts over our heads and wail on each other. And then he had braces. I'll never forget.
Oh no.
And like he would let me win a little bit, and then come back, right? Because he was 3.5 years older than me. But he had the braces, and I had him like this on top. And I punched him right in the mouth.
Oh,
man. Cut up my whole hand.
Forget about his teeth.
Forget about his teeth and $1,000 of brace work.
Yeah.
Cut my hand off.
Yeah, cut his hand off.
We used to do that. We used to do,
I had an older Uncle Bill. He was a professional boxer. He would try and roughhouse me, and it's just not fun. He would punch me through the wall, it would feel like.
Did you guys have sock and boppers? Was that a thing? Or was that
sock and boppers?
So there were these big balloon things that you put on your hands. And they're like boxing gloves, essentially.
Okay, no.
And we would go to town on each other with those things.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we get on the trampoline and you jump up in the air. And
we had regular boxing gloves.
Trampoline.
For all the fights happened on the trampoline, man.
The Walendis.
You could fly punch and stuff.
Really we got the Geek coming up. Yeah. Fantasy football primer.
Yeah.
Primer.
Find some sleepers.
Geek's got the answers, man. Let's take care of some business first. Let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem, where all the fun happens. Parks Casino. Here we go. You want to know what's happening? We love our music on the show. You know that. Especially when the Cosettes sing, it's a lot of fun. All right. Here's what we got going on at Parks Casino, the Excite Center. Just announced Friday, December 19th, from Stain to Aaron Lewis.
It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. Hey, Joey.
Hey. September 6th, UB40.
Red wine.
September 26th, Australian Pink Floyd.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell?
Blue skies from pink.
October 4th, Classic Rockers, Kansas.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done.
You guys, I only thought that I thought they had like a dozen songs. But it sounds like all they have is that one and Dust in the Wind.
I mean, they're the big hits. If I'm wrong, maybe someone in the chat can let me know, but I don't think I know much other Kansas.
Psychedelic Furs, Gary Newman, October 10th.
Pretty and pink, isn't she? Pretty and pink.
You're like the only guy our age who hasn't seen that movie.
You and I had no taste the same. None. October 24th, Everclear.
I am still living with your ghost, lonely and dreaming of the West Coast.
October 25th, Queen. Almost Queen.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
I'm going to wrestle. I'll be like, Skip, I'm going to tackle him when he does that. When he does his big show-stopping thing. November 15th, Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers.
Bill Murray? That Bill Murray?
Yes, that Bill Murray. Tickets, parkscasino.com. Got to be 21, gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER, Parks Casino. All right. Tell us about your sunglasses.
Let's do it.
Shady Rays.
I love some sunglasses. Never leave the house without my Shady Rays. And, sometimes you might be a little afraid to leave your house because, we've all had that moment when you realize you left your favorite sunglasses at the beach, on the roof of your car, at a gas station, at a nightclub. Well, I've been there, left my glasses at a hotel in Toronto, never saw them again, so I was a little leery. Then I found Shady Rays because Shady Rays changes the game. They got glasses that are made for real life, seriously good looking, polarized, durable, not stupid expensive. And here's the crazy, crazy wild part. If you lose them or break them on the first day, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, no questions, no replacements, new pair. So now I wear my glasses everywhere. I travel with them without fear. I go to ball games. I go to different countries, trains, planes, concerts, on a boat, wherever I go. I'm with my Shady Rays because I know Shady Rays eyewear, they got my back and they got your back. So we've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. You can head over to shadyrays.com and use the code PHLY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. It's simple, 35% off just for the code PHLY. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 500,000 satisfied people. Shadyrays.com.
All right. Shady Rays. We love it. Now, Mossman's got a game going on right now. Cooperstown. See?
What's the update?
Here's
wow, it's like a game cast, like an MLB game cast.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just saw him on third, but they got end of the inning. So they're up 9-6, bottom 5.
All right. They go 6?
Yes, 6. They go 6.
Oh, can I just add 2 things real quick?
Yes.
So we have a Die Hard sale that's going on currently.
The Training Camp Die Hard sale.
$36, limited time offer. Make sure you grab that Training Camp Die Hard sale.
No, but seriously, what each of us doing?
Yeah.
And what Franny Films does, you got to get it. We're not even talking about all your flyer stuff.
I was going to say Charlie stuff with the flyers.
Like the Sixers with Kyle.
Yeah.
All the great stuff. I mean, forget it. I'm not even talking about all that stuff. The Eagles stuff, football stuff alone is out. It's ridiculous.
So it's one of the greatest bargains in sports coverage you can get.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And then one more thing. There's a new hero in town. It's the Durantula. Make sure to get the T-shirt because we have it for sale right now on the PHLY store.
Nice.
New release.
Tarantula.
Coming to a city near you.
Yes. I'm a fan of the spider. I always told you I like a spider.
Yeah, you are. You're the arachnid. Is that what they are?
Spiders are good. They're good. Kill all the bugs.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. I'd never kill a spider.
Nah.
I won't kill them, but I don't like them.
They come around. I have a lot around my house. I got no beef with them.
Nah, no beef with the spiders.
I hate all the other bugs.
I'm with you.
Spider, I'm down with.
Yeah, I'm cool with the spider. I'll let it be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's do some. I can't wait. It's football season. We're going to be visiting with my man on Wednesdays during the season. Let's get some help for the draft. Yes. Geekus Aurelius. That's right. Our friend Kevin, who we just call the Geek. Geek! What do you say, Geek? Good to have you back.
We're back. We're back. Fantasy football's back. Drafting right around the corner. We're in August. It's around the corner, cuz.
So the Geek, of course, has an app.
Yes.
The Sharp app.
Yep.
All right. All your props, all your stuff. Geek is a Sharp. So he's got the Sharp app. DFS Army, which is awesome for all your DFS plays. When the football comes around, you get every sport, but he does all the football. He's a master at it. He wins all these big prizes.
Everything's great about him, except that he still got that Jets.
You still got that thing there.
You can't get it out of the shot. You can't get it out of the shot.
I took it down. Guys, I took it down last year. I was so embarrassed to be a Jets fan, but I'm back this year. We got Justin Fields on the team. I'm feeling better about it. We changed out, got rid of Rodgers. Goodbye. Get out of here. Go. Sick of that. New chapter in my life here.
I almost feel sorry. Like it's the Jets. Like I feel sorry for him. And it's bizarre because we used to be able to relate to you.
Nah.
Right? Used to.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Now,
we live in a penthouse now. Sorry.
You imagine getting
Birds, like we live a top floor now.
He's getting excited over Justin Fields.
This is literally the plot line to one of those movies where the dork is taken away from his group of friends and now he's with the cool kids and he leaves his old group behind. And, you know, the audience roots for the friends that were left behind when the dork became popular. The Eagles are now the popular kid and the Jets are his the old friends that you're leaving behind. Don't abandon me.
Yes.
Don't abandon me.
Yeah, but then in those movies, something happens to the dork and he always has to go back to the losers. But no, we're not. There's nothing happening to us. The Eagles are good in the cool crowd forever. We're not going back to that dork crowd. Get out of here.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
No chance.
You will be back. Trust
me. Our backup QB might be better than all your QBs.
Actually,
we were meant to be. We were meant to be together. Just a matter of time.
All right. So I know you got sleepers, players to avoid, how to win the draft. You got every kind of strategy going. So hit us.
Yeah.
Let's go start.
Let me jump in. So fantasy football drafts this year, guys. First of all, cuz I don't know if you know this. I've been doing live drafts every day for months. I've got hundreds of teams drafted for best ball leagues, and I have this draft down pat. It's memorized. I know it up, down, left, and right. So I'm going to give you the strategy this year to dominate your league, and we're focused on an overall strategy.
Okay.
This is the year where I want you to come out of your first 3 rounds of your draft with at least 2 running backs. We're going running back head. We're going old school. All the other analysts, everybody else, draft wide receivers. No, we're switching it up this year, cuz. We're going running back early. In round 1, depending on where you're drafting from, you're taking a stud. Everybody's a stud. Saquon Barkley, number 1 player overall. Go right back to it if you want. Bijan Robinson, right there with him. Jahmyr Gibbs, McCaffrey. We want to come out of round 1 with one of those names. If I'm at the tail end of round 1, I'm fine with Derrick Henry, or even an Ashton Janty, right? Key. Round 2, I'm generally coming right back to the running back group with a Chase Brown or a Bucky Irving. Those are my guys in round 2, or if one of the round 1 guys falls. So we're trying to
I like Bucky Irving too. I was telling him,
I don't know. Well, I'm in a 16 teamer. There's no way he survives the second round of my team, my league. He's going to go early.
16 is rough, but you might see Chase Brown there still hanging around in round 2, which is a mistake. Chase Brown has as much upside as any of these guys, and you're getting him a little bit later. A big reason why I'm doing this approach this year, guys, is, and I'll give you some sleeper wide receivers. The wide receivers that we can get late and the quarterbacks we can get late are spectacular. So I'm going to give you some names in a minute. But, of course, I'm not sitting here saying Jamar Chase is a bad guy or a bad pick or any of these Dudley wide receivers are bad in rounds 1 and 2. I'm just saying the running backs you're getting outside of the first 2 rounds have horrible question marks that you want to avoid. Every single one of them, from Breece Hall, who I want nothing to do with in round 3. Omarion Henderson, round 3, I kind of like him there. That'd be my third guy. But after that, you're taking names that are very questionable. Kenny Walker with his questionable injury history. I just don't like the later pick at running back. So we hit the running back early, and then I'm going to tell you some wide receivers to load up on, right? And some sleepers. But we get to round 3. You've got names like Devontae Adams hanging around. Devontae with Matthew Stafford. I'll take some of that. Okay. Right. Even Garrett Wilson. Sorry to mention another Jet, but Garrett Wilson, 40% target share. The Jets only have 1 pass catcher on the team, on the roster. There's only 1 guy. They can't throw to anybody else. No one can catch a pass. So you got him, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. A lot of talent in round 2 and round 3 at wide receiver that we can target. So I don't mind taking those early running backs. And I got some late sleepers too, because this is the year of the sophomore wide receiver. I've got some breakout candidates. My top guy. So this is one of those reasons why you can wait. My top breakout candidate for 2025 at wide receiver is Ricky Pearsall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ricky,
I could see it. They don't have a lot there, and he flashed last year. I think you're right. I think that's a genius pick.
It's, I've been drafting I told you, for months. He was in round 10, 11 when I started to draft round 12. Like, he was free. He's been moving up the boards. But let me give you my thought with him. First of all, people forget that Ricky Pearsall was a first-round draft pick. This was not a guy. Shot. Yeah, he comes with pedigree. This is a first-round pick. They want him to succeed. You've got Brandon Ayuk, who's not going to play maybe until week 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Forget Brandon Ayuk. He might not play. Forget him. Wash him out. You've got Jawan Jennings, who's been in the NFL for 7 seasons, has a stretch of 4 quality games over the course of 7 years, and has a calf issue. There's so many arrows pointing to Ricky Pearsall as your guy who you get in round 7 or 8, who you're starting all year. He's a bench pick, and he helps your team to championship glory. So that's one of those names. I also really like
hey, before you move on, because I was going to ask you about him. I had seen someone had ranked him pretty high and also said Pearsall, when you look at the schedule, he's got the weakest cornerback matchups in the league. So I guess the Niners schedule is pretty weak against the cornerback.
He knows his stuff.
There's not a lot of great defenses.
That's what a Geek does.
Yeah, but also, you know what I love even more than the bad defenses? The offenses that the 49ers face are all pretty good, and that helps us, right? We want competitive games. That's one of the problems with the Eagles last year, fantasy-wise. They didn't play competitive games, guys. Sorry, you made it too boring. Defense, too good. Too good. Don't like it. But the 49ers defense arrow's been pointing down, right? They're going to play Arizona a couple times. They're going to play Seattle, who can score. They're going to play the Rams, who could put up points as well. So they're going to be in competitive games. They're going to be throwing. And the beautiful thing about the 49ers, I like Christian McCaffrey too. The beautiful thing about the 49ers is they don't spread the ball around. Like, if they have 3 guys, they run like the Chicago triangle offense, but football. Because it's just 3 guys that are involved. It's just 1 or 2 wide receivers and the tight end. They don't do anything else on that. You never see a wide receiver 4 get a catch. You never see like the 3rd string wide receiver get a catch. That's just not how that offense works. So a really good team, really concentrated offense, and you can get the guy really late. I have more of these. Now, because it wouldn't be your show if I didn't come on.
Hang on 1 second. 1 second. Because we are in OT. We do a great sponsor for overtime. That's right. OT. So what do we got, pal?
So we got to talk a little bit about quarterback strategy this year. Right, so we already know we're coming out of those first 2 rounds. We've got 2 running backs on our team. It's 2 awesome studs. That's where we're coming. We're good. We feel good about these 2 guys. Rounds 3 and 4, we're hitting those wide receivers. Now the question comes up: should I grab a quarterback early, or can I wait? If you remember last year on your show, I told you Jaden Daniels. You're gonna take him with pick 12.
You love Jaden Daniels. Love them.
Did
you won people their leagues? I still have people saying that Geek. Where is the Geek?
Let's
they
go.
Send you stuff.
Jaden Daniels last year. We had Hurts a couple years ago. We love the legs, cuz we love the running quarterbacks. So I'm going to give you 2 names at quarterback that you can get as the last guy in your league to take a quarterback. 3. I'm going to give you 3, not even 2, 3. Wow. Now I do like. Of course, I like Josh Allen. Of course, I like Hurts. Of course, I like Lamar Jackson. But the opportunity cost of those guys in round 3 and 4 is a lot, right? It makes your team look not that good. Instead of getting a stud, wide receiver, I got a great quarterback, but now I don't have that stud. So here are the 3. I have 3 quarterbacks that I've identified. This year could be that guy to lead you to victory. The first one, of course, is Justin Fields. Oh, Jets, you suck. You suck. I don't care. Justin Fields does it with the legs. Even with the lowly, anemic Pittsburgh offense last year, and it is as unsexy of an offense as I've ever seen when Fields was there. He was putting up 20s, 22s, 24s. Why can't he do the same with the Jets? There's no reason. He runs it, and he just is getting you 8 to 10 fantasy points before he throws the football. I don't need him to be that good at throwing it. So Justin Fields, you can get him at pick 12. But if you want to back it up, if you want to make sure, hey, I'm not confident, let me get a second guy. Caleb Williams on Chicago.
Yeah.
The arrow's pointing up, cuz did you hear what he said about the coaching staff last year? Caleb, he said, they left me in the tape room on. No one ever instructed me on like how to study film. They didn't give. I had to do everything on my own. There was no. It was chaos over here, and I had no help.
Yeah, and now he's got Ben Johnson, right?
He went from what might have been the Rich Kotite level worst possible coaching staff.
We share Kotite.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. We get bond over Kotite. Yes.
We share the boom.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
Yes.
You'll be back. And we're going to be open arms. Like, guys, welcome back to the misery. It's coming, but enjoy the happiness.
Not yet. All right. We got a good run here ahead of us.
The difference is when you guys became cool and you shut us out, when you uncool again, we're going to welcome you back with open arms. Like, we missed you.
Do you even remember as far back when we became cool? It was like 1999, 2000, a long time ago, man. We're almost 3 decades of coolness.
Oh, I mean, listen, you don't have to rub it in. So what was I saying? Yeah. Caleb Williams, people don't realize he also runs the football, cuz. Do you know he's got legs? He's a runner.
Excuse me. He does. He does have legs. You're right. I agree. Yeah.
A lot of upside there. So I like Caleb. I love the Ben Johnson thing. I love that they're bringing
He's
over.
got good receivers too.
You couldn't ask for a better group at this point. As a matter of fact, I don't even know which ones to target. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
So like there are a plethora of weapons over there. I really like what Chicago's doing. And then the other guy, and this one's really under the radar. I don't know. He's under the radar. He's free in your league if you're drafting. And the other guy is Drake May.
Yes. Yeah.
Drake May gives me a little bit of poor man's Josh Allen vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
Very similar. Runs the football again. Underrated runner.
Yeah.
I still don't love his pass catching group, but I don't know. I guess if Diggs can stay healthy, I like the kid they drafted, Kyle Williams, in round 3. He might stick as a starter on that team. They don't have anything else going on. So an ability to wait on QB lets you have an extra stud in your lineup early. And like I said, if it comes through for us, like Daniels did, like a lot of these running quarterbacks have come through for us in the last couple of years, you're going to have a material edge on the field when you draft.
So Geek, are you prior after running back, you go QB over wide receiver?
No, I go wide receiver. I think you could wait at QB. Okay. I don't mind. I'm not saying don't take the QB in round 3, but because that's where Lamar and Josh Allen are. Hurts and Jaden Daniels probably in round 4, right? That's how it goes. I'm not saying not to do that, but I'm saying you cannot, if you don't take a QB, and I'm cool with not taking one, these guys who you can get later, I think will give you a lot of upside, and maybe not, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, 30 plus averages, but that wide receiver or running back that I'm getting in round 3 is so much better than the guy I'm getting in round 7 or 8 or 9, where I could take these quarterbacks, that it makes my team overall look a lot better. So I tend to wait on quarterback. I don't tend to get one of the top 3 guys, because I always feel that I can make it work with, like I said, Fields, May, Caleb, even dare I say, this one's the scariest even to put out in the ether world, but even Trevor Lawrence with Liam Cohen there, up from the Bucs. Maybe can he turn him around? I feel like if Trevor doesn't turn it around.
Listen, you're smart, because if you look at the level of production from the quarterbacks, even your upper echelon guys, it's not going to be the disparity isn't. It's going to be more like this, right? Your Allens and Lamars and Jalen are going to be up here, but you may be like right here. So it's not worth, like, you'll get way more value when your running backs and your receivers are like this.
I'll give you an example, and I have the numbers all memorized, but like a guy like Lamar or Josh Allen, if you take their average fantasy points per game over the course of the 2024 season, you're looking at about 24 fantasy points per game for those guys. Those are the best guys.
Right.
24. But if I go down to the mid zone of mediocrity at QB, and we're looking at all of these other names that I just mentioned, those guys are averaging, even a Jared Goff, who you could get him with
18, 19, 20.
19.5, 19.8. So yeah, I'm adding 4 points per game with Josh Allen, but like, imagine how many points per game you're adding on the 3rd round running back. Let's call it Josh Jacobs, who averages 23, versus the 9th round guy, which is basically, an
8-9 guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's no one that you want. He's unstartable and going to ruin your team. So there's a material edge to waiting at QB. This is the ultimate
genius, man.
Hey,
he's so smart.
Can I give a Rich Code uptight? He is alive and well. He's 82.
He's still around?
I thought he passed away.
Someone said in the chat, I just had a look. Yeah.
He's only 82?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kotite. Never should have been.
Sorry, Rich.
Boomer Esiason came out once and talked about playing under Kotite. And he said Kotite, on the first day, said to the team, guys, I don't care what you do between Monday and Saturday. The only thing that matters is Sunday when you're on the field. Meaning, like, Kotite basically came out and said, I don't care about practice or prep. I just care how you do in the field. And Boomer says, Boomer said, I knew as soon as I heard that we were doomed. Like, I knew the season was done. I knew we were in trouble, and I knew this guy could not coach in the NFL.
Oh my God. How would
just
you
from that?
And he was an offensive guy. Like, he had no personality for that. Offensive dudes are really, really bright. They're a little nerdy. Like, and he was like, I was a boxer.
Yeah, that accent.
Right? Like, we're from New York. I was a boxer. Yeah. And like, what?
How he convinced the GM that he was the right. Listen, I have no idea how that goes on.
And he undermined Buddy Ryan. Like, crazy stuff. All right, so give us names to eye out. Like, so I love Pearsall. Who else do we have between backs and receivers?
I'll give you some of my favorites. Some guys that I think are really going to pop this year. I already mentioned Davante Adams. I'm a little higher on Davante Adams in the field. As long as Matthew Stafford can stay healthy. Matthew Stafford is an elevator of wide receivers. So when you join with him as a wide receiver, you tend to produce better than you did before. So I really like Davante. As we go down a little bit further back, like names that are a little more obscure, I'm going to call it, Calvin Ridley, set for a monster year, because a 43% target share in the preseason so far. Every pass is going to Calvin Ridley. They have no one else to throw to in Tennessee. Literally, the other starters on that team are Van Jefferson, who's really a blocker, And I think they have Tyler Lockett over there and some rookies. Everything is going to go Calvin Ridley's way.
And by
He's
the
one
way,
of those.
Cam can sling it. Not like Cam can't throw. Cam can throw.
Yeah, not a runner. Surprisingly, no, not much with the legs, but he can sling it. Comparison for him is maybe a less crazy, more accurate Jameis Winston. So yeah, I like Cam. I think he's going to be fine. That team looks pretty good. Yeah. So again, Ridley, give me him whenever I see him on the draft board. I'm grabbing Ridley. As we go back a little bit, one guy I mentioned sophomore wide receivers that could take the next step. Another guy I've identified is Keon Coleman.
Yeah, from Buffalo. Yeah.
Keon was coming on strong last year.
Yeah.
He gets hurt and then just kind of fades out of relevance, right? So I think a lot of people forgot about him, and he wasn't, there were some questions about him coming out of the draft, but the opportunity is there. Buffalo did not bring in anybody else. So I don't know why I don't know. I don't think, do they hate Josh Allen? I don't know. They didn't bring anybody else in. So it's basically Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, who's banged up, and, Curtis Samuel. Like, they just have nothing else going on at wide receiver in Buffalo. So I don't see any version of the way this season plays out where Keon Coleman doesn't really step up and shine. Obviously, he could get hurt. There's other things that happen. Or
I like Shakir a little bit. I mean, I think he's all right.
He's fine. He's fine. I think his upside is capped. We've seen the best of Khalil Shakir, and it's, 7 or 8 targets, maybe, and, volatile play. I don't think he's the guy who's
you're looking for that 13, 10, like, CD Lamb, where they just funnel the ball to him.
Yeah, or at least a guy who has a chance of elevating into that. Like, obviously, the Bills right now kind of spread the football around a little bit. They don't really throw to anybody in particular. But if they need a WR1, they just haven't had it. So I think he has that chance. Plus, you're not paying anything for Keon Coleman. He's when you're drafting him, he's like the 4th guy on your bench. It's just basically a free pick that I think, when I think about fantasy football, I think, can this guy ever be a guy that I'm going to put in my starting wide receiver spot and feel okay about it? Like, all right, he's there and I don't have to think about it. That's my guy every week, right? We're drafting him as a bench piece. But if a guy that we draft on the bench, and that's what Pearsall is too, by the way. Pearsall, you're going to take him in round 7 or 8. He's a bench guy, but you're going to start him every week this year. You're going to be excited to start him because you're going to see what he's doing, right? You're going to be like, Geek told me to get this guy. I got him on my bench, and now he's my starter. I love it. Keon could be that too. I'm less enthusiastic about him, but you also have to pay. It's a cheaper price to get him compared to Keon. There are some other names I'm interested in. Like, I'll give you some. One of my favorite things to do in fantasy football, guys, is load up my bench with running backs.
Yeah,
have a chance.
If somebody gets hurt, right?
That's how you win.
You told me
right?
that years ago.
Yeah, I don't waste a lot of spots on wide receivers on the. They're there. They're available. Running backs, when an injury happens and a running back is elevated, you have to be specific about them. But when it does happen, that's the other way you win your league, right? I get a guy who I picked late and it was not a starter for me, and now he's like a guy I'm excited to start. So I'm going to give you a few names that I've been loading up on. They have real possibilities, and I'll tell you why. One of them is, and you'll hate this team, but one of them is Jaden Blue from Dallas. Don't talk about Dallas.
I know. No. I hear you, and you're right, because Blue, their backs stink. Like,
that's why.
Devontae Williams, God bless him, didn't he wreck his career? And Miles Sanders blows like we had him here, like 2 years ago. You're right. The Blue's good. I mean, he's a smart pick.
He's in a running back room that's not good. I just want opportunity. And that running back room is terrible. And you're right. Miles Sanders, come on. He got beaten out by Chuba Hubbard to the point last year in the Panthers where he saw no snaps. Like, they were like, no, we're not splitting it. And that's crazy. Bringing it closer to home, guys. Will Shipley. Okay. Bringing it close to home on the Eagles. Backup running back for the Eagles. If I just want the
I don't even want to think about this one.
Closer to home. A little closer, but I like Will Shipley. DJ Giddens on the Colts.
He knows how to take cues. Unlike the brain, he takes cues.
Yes.
No one loves Saquon more than me. So let's listen. I have him ranked number 1 overall. I couldn't be any more of a fan. But DJ Giddens at the Colts. another guy, straight backup for Jonathan Taylor. They have no one else. There, Woody Marks in Texas, backing up a beat up Joe Mixon and a coming off injury Nick Chubb. I mean, Joe Mixon got a foot problem. You ever have a foot issue, guys? Like I've had one. How do you heal that? I don't know. Like, what does the doctor say? Don't stand on it. There's no fixing a foot problem. It's there with you forever. It doesn't go away.
You're just working material.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real. Like
you're the greatest. You are the greatest.
Remember Ahmad Bradshaw had a Liz Frank and stayed with him the whole career. It never goes away.
Yeah. It's like a play off the hey. I tell my doctor it hurts when I move my arm like this. He said, "Don't move your arm like that."
What do you do for a foot, guys? So you can't. The same thing with the back. I'm a little worried about Matt Stafford's back situation. How do you fix a back? Like when you have a bad back, that took Tony Romo.
You see that trailer they brought? That like the Immortal trailer. It's some weird thing you sit in with red light therapy. It costs $160,000 for this system, and they brought it for Stafford's back.
And let me tell you something. I don't think I believe it works either. So, yeah, I mean, back problems that ended Tony Romo's career. There's no fixing a back problem. Like when you have it, it's there and it doesn't go away. So I'm worried about Matthew Stafford a little bit. I'm worried about his health. And if you're drafting players from that team, you have to. There's two teams that I'm really nervous about. One is the Rams because I love all the position players. I like Kyron. I like Poke. I like those guys, but they're tied to a very fragile quarterback. And if the quarterback goes down, that team is toast.
No Jimmy G faith?
No, absolutely not. You know what Jimmy G is? He's a guy who's going to play 3 snaps and then he'll be injured because he's Jimmy G. And then it's whoever the third guy is that's going to end up being, I already know that story. I know how the Jimmy G story plays out. He gets hurt in the first game he comes in.
Is there any people to avoid? Anyone you would face? So I'm a little skeptical of James Cook repeating this year what he did last year.
He's got a big contract.
I know.
Love the fades. Yes, I'm very skeptical of James. I'm going to give you a few important fades here, guys. James Cook is one of them. Cook, can he repeat that touchdown variance, which is what got him there last year? His snap count was down around 50%. I want more touches for my running back than 50%. There's a lot of luck there. Ray Davis on the field, some other guy named Ty Johnson on the field. Who's Ty Johnson? What's he doing out there?
He had a big night. It was like a Monday night. And
yes.
Somebody was hurt and he had like a monster.
No, you want to hear something messed up? No one was hurt. He was just out there for no reason. Yeah. It was even worse. No one was hurt. So I'm worried about him. I'm very concerned with everything to do with the Dolphins. Everything. From Achane to Tyreek Hill. I have not drafted one share of Tyreek Hill. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know.
No, dude, I don't blame you. They scare me. They scare me. I'm with you.
Sadly,
I would steer clear, even though he looks good. He has got a good attitude. He wants to pop. But how can you can't trust Tua? You just can't. And behind Tua is nothing. So
one bump of the head for Tua. And listen, I feel for the guy. I really do. Yeah. I want him to put the sponge on the helmet. He won't do it. I don't know why he's not doing it. But one head bump for Tua is a guaranteed, with no question, 6-week absence. There's no version of that guy being concussed that comes back in less than 6 weeks, and 50% full season gone, and probably a 40% career ender for him. So I don't, and that those players have done terrible every time Tua goes out of the game. So I don't know. Achane, very dangerous at the top of round 1, very dangerous. Tyreek Hill going ahead of Garrett Wilson and all those guys in round 3. No thanks. I'm just going to take not Tyreek Hill, and I'll be just fine with it, and I'm not going to have that risk. And then even Jalen Waddle. I don't want anything to do with anybody on Miami because Tua is too fragile at this point. Do you think Tua gets a new contract? I say no.
You can't. I feel bad for him, but no, I agree with you. I don't think you can.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
Daniels last year down there too.
Here's the guy I love. Golden.
Matthew Golden, rookie.
Love Golden. I liked him in Texas, and then I was talking to a friend of mine, a reporter, who said that dude, he hasn't dropped a pass in practice all training camp.
Matthew Golden reminds me, a lot of people said it was crowded a wide receiver room for the Pack. I don't think it's a crowded room at all. I think it's the opposite. I think got a lot of guys and nobody's very good. So if Golden now he was criticized because coming out of the draft where they took him, they said he's just a burner and not a route runner. Are you hearing different?
Yes. Yeah, I hear that he's a legit number one for him.
I'll give you another rookie that is tearing up camp, and that's Emeka Egbuka for the Bucks. Emeka Egbuka might be that guy too.
Problem there is they got 4 guys.
Do they? Do they? Because now I'm hearing Godwin week 6, maybe no play this year. So Godwin might not even be a player this season. And then again, let's expand out on it. Mike Evans, 32 years old, had a Q tag for his hammy every single week last year.
Yeah.
Now he's another year.
Still have monster games.
Yes. Oh, and he still will. They say he's tearing up. Like I've heard my man on the ground in Tampa is calling me saying Mike Evans is out here looking like an alpha. He's not looking slowed down at all. So he looks great. Cool. But give me Egbuka for at least the first 6 weeks of the season is the Godwin.
I like the other one too. I like McMillan.
Yeah, he's a good player too, but I think he's going to be what he was last year. I think it's Egbuka. Egbuka's lighting up camp. They're saying this kid is looking the part.
Yeah.
So if there was ever a guy,
no, I heard he looked good too. Yeah, I heard he looked good too.
So and you're getting Egbuka in round 10. Like these are players that you're drafting outside of the zone of a starter for your fantasy team, right? And that's the gold. And you don't find that really.
So here's a question for you: how much do you stay away from the Vikings guys, Jefferson and everybody else, because the quarterback looks terrible?
I'm worried about. I have not drafted Justin Jefferson this year.
Yeah,
and it's not because like he could be fine. I'm not taking a big stand on it, other than to say when he's on the board, I'm looking at it going, I'd rather have CeeDee Lamb, or I'd rather have. I'm fine with Malik Neighbors, or I'm fine with Brian Thomas Jr. Like if I wanted a wide receiver, I usually take the running back in fairness. But if I wanted a wide receiver, why take the chance on a wide receiver tied to a rookie who we've never seen play? Yeah, you're hearing he's bad. I don't know if he's good or bad. I've never seen McCarthy play a game. I don't know. I don't know if he's good. So why would I tie my first round pick to that when I can tie it to a known quantity that we already know? Hey, this guy, we've seen this before and he's good. Like we know Puka's a good player, or we know like he's available in round 1, or Brian Thomas Jr. We know he's good. We saw him last year. Of course, CeeDee Lamb is the man. Why wouldn't I take him? Or Malik Neighbors with a real quarterback, maybe maybe. Do we call is Russell Wilson real quarterback?
He stinks. No, I listen. To me, the quicker you go to Dart, the better.
Yeah, I think the coaching staff in New York knows Daboll is fired if he doesn't make the switch within some short amount of time.
Well, he's got to make sure that he's on the upswing at the end of the season. Like you want him to sit for 6 weeks and then come in and be on the upswing. Like I would start him. They have the Eagles twice in 3 weeks.
Well, wait for after that.
Right. I would start him after the Eagles if I were the Giants.
Would you also avoid like Chris Olave, any of the Saints receivers?
Everything to do with the Saints should be avoided. Yeah. One of my, it's a great. I'm glad you brought it up. Chris Olave is one of the worst picks that anybody. Every time somebody picks Chris Olave, I'm like, who's this donkey? And why don't they know nothing? Like this is a donkey, and they shouldn't be in this league. And I'm going to tell you double reasons. Aside from the fact that the team stinks, they didn't bother to get a quarterback, meaning they purposefully are going into this year saying, we want to be the worst team in the NFL because there's some really great quarterbacks coming out next year. Cool. Good. I support it. I'm with that. But we got to embrace the fact that Spencer Rattler or Tyler Shook are going to be the quarterback there. Neither one is good. They're terrible. So add to that, Chris Olave is a concussions guy almost to a level with how risky he is anyway. And you just tack that on to no QB. Why would you do this? This is just self-hating. You just hate yourself to take a guy like him. And by the way, I feel the same way about Alvin Kamara. I don't want players from garbage teams. If your team is complete trash, I don't want anything to do because they're not going to score frequently. Like how many points are the Saints going to score most weeks? 10. 13.
No, you're right.
You know, if I look at their prop for the year total scoring for the season, it's far and away the lowest in the NFL. So I don't want anything to do with anybody on the Saints. Even my blood brother Rashid Shaheed, who I love as a player. Rashid Shaheed, like, you know, the one game master, the deep ball guy, the Deshaun Jackson of New Orleans. Nope, not this year.
I like it. I like it. My man, it's going to be great to have you back. We may have you back one more time before the season, and then every Wednesday, you're on, baby.
I love it. We got we'll have your waiver wires. We'll get you on who to start. We'll talk a little DFS.
Props. Yeah.
Props. We've got the Sharp app. We've got the arbitrage tool now, cuz I got to get you on this. It's a money printing machine. I got to just show you this tool. We got to.
What does that mean?
Arbitrage, where you're basically just kind of working the books against each other a little bit there. You're finding basically every bet wins. That's what arbitrage is. There's no such thing as losing. You win every single bet that you do. It's a money printing machine. It's crazy. The tech we've built into this thing is unlike anything.
So what? You go to one book, it's got plus 5.5. The other book's plus whatever, your middle and stuff.
It's along those lines. Like figure, whatever the thing is, like first half total, right? And it's a plus 110 to the over on one book. It's plus 110 to the under on another book. You're going to take both sides of it, hit it plus 110, hit it plus 110. Now I don't care which side wins. We're making 10 points. Because
people got to get this Sharp app, man. Yeah. I started. What's it called?
Arbitrage. We launched this tool. No one believes it's real. We launched it in March, and I never bet this way. In April, May, and June, just was jumping on arbing. I printed $7,000 just without ever seeing a red on my account. Just green every single day. I printed thousands of dollars. I'm not doing it. Yeah,
he's the green man.
No sports right now. No NBA, so we're not doing it. I'm not doing it right now. But NFL and NBA around the corner. It's going to be. I got to show you what we're doing. It's pretty awesome.
All right, we love it, man. I love it, buddy. You are the best. Great to have you back. Football.
Oh yeah, love it. Thanks, guys.
You're the man, the geek. This is the air conditioning drip.
Condensation. Once it gets humid,
is dripping down. Yeah,
water down on us.
Yeah.
Who knew? Geek's giving us new words. I had to look it up. Arbitrage, a simultaneous buying and selling of securities, currency, or commodities in different markets or in derivative
I did not know all about
in order to take advantage of differing prices.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Is Baldy? We got Baldy later this week, right?
I'm not sure.
All right. My boys at the bar ask a question, but it's
actually Friday.
Stalin related. So I think
it's say to him Friday because he wants to. Yeah, he'll be at Eagles.
It'd be better the question was him.
Yeah, we could make that happen, cuz.
All right, yeah. Let's do that. We'll save the.
Yeah, I think Friday.
Save the boys in the bar for
boys in the bar Friday.
Ask
with the Baldy. Yeah. All right, let's get back in the day.
Okay. This is weird. This back in the day.
Really?
You mentioned it. I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm going back in the day with Truman. Oh yeah! No, I say we recorded one last night. It's all right.
I forgot to put the one in there.
All right.
So it's on this day, August 13th, 1972, Vet Stadium, Phillies Expos. They don't have a concert. They have Carl Wallenda walk across Vet Stadium.
Dude, the greatest thing in the world.
Tightrope with no safety net below. And you brought up Wallenda. You mentioned Wallenda like 15 minutes ago, right before the Geek came up or something.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what? There's the picture of him. Tightrope.
Yeah, Vinny was talking about it. He was there.
He did it again in 1976.
Wait, so he's wearing a tie, a suit and tie, like a shirt and tie.
Yeah.
Did he die in a weird way?
I think he fell.
He fell?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fell.
No safety line.
He was like going across skyscrapers or something. I think he fell. One of the Wallendas definitely fell. There was like a family of them.
Yeah, they were flying Wallendas. Like how nuts is that? Like, dude, I you know that twinge in your balls that you get?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
you're you nuts.
And you know,
Can you imagine having to walk over the vet?
No.
the wind down there is crazy in that part of town.
Oh my God.
No.
People crazy. Out of your mind.
I don't understand people who do that stuff.
No.
I am
No.
not a thrill seeker like that.
No, that's
I don't see that thrill.
not like that.
Not like
that's
that.
and all you got, you're wearing dress shoes. He's wearing dress shoes.
Yeah.
Not a tie.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're
He's
gonna
wearing
swim in
a
them things.
t-shirt,
It
right?
was so
Like,
formal
you know,
back then.
Yeah.
Or like-
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna walk across the vet,
I
you
gotta look
put a
good.
tie
You're gonna be on the news about
crazy.
it. Yeah.
You ever see the people who like free climb buildings?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, I watch those videos on Instagram or something, and I have heart palpitations watching him
Yes.
freaking
Yeah,
out.
it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not down with any of that.
No, it's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's going to do it for us. A lot of fun. Skip was great, as always.
EJ was good.
EJ, and we'll keep you posted. Don't forget, keep it right here. PHLY, man. All day long, Eagles, Browns. It's going to be a big few days for that. So make sure you keep it right here with us. Have a great day. We love you. See you tomorrow.
We all silly like the mayor.